alongside Phillip Jewell Jr., and we also have Chase McNutt sideline as we're getting ready for the second half of the 2024 regular season. McAlester is 4-1 on the year. The Tulsa East Central Cardinals, they're 2-3. McAlester 2-0 in district play, and the Cardinals 0-2. Let's look at the district standings coming into Week 6. Again, we've already had one game be played in district play, but this is what it looked like going into Week 6. McAlester is at the top, 2-0, 4-1 on the season, plus 30 in district points. Bishop Kelly 2-0. Now they are 2-1. They lost to Booker T. Washington last night in shutout fashion. They are now 2-4 on the seaseason, and they are now just plus 15 in district points. Booker T has slid up to the number 2 spot. They are now 3-0 in district play, 4-2 on the season, and they are now plus, I believe, that would be 44 in district points. Durant is just on the outside, or they're right now clinging on to a playoff spot at 1-1, 1-4 on the season, and plus 1 in the district standing points. Shawnee at number 5, 1-1, 3-2 on the season. A dead even 0 in district points. East Central 0-2, 1-3 on the season, negative 30. So they are currently right now at number that would be 6. Edison Prep is 0-2, 1-4 on the season, negative 30 in district points. And Coweta, once again, 0-2, 0-5, negative 30 in district points. We already mentioned where some of our teams are playing in the pregame show, and we're going to be talking about some of the halftime scores when we come up at halftime. So we have the McAlester Buffaloes. They are going to be wearing their gold jerseys for the first time this year. Gold tops, black numerals, and the black pants. For the East Central Cardinals, they're wearing their black tops, white numerals on the front and back, and white pants. As we're getting ready to go, McAlester is going to be on the far sideline, and the Tulsa East Central Cardinals will be on the near. Phillip, before we go to our national anthem, which we're going to have any time now, I want your final thoughts before we get started.
Yeah, you watched Booker T last night go beat Bishop Kelly and beat them by 23, so they got their 15 points. And so you now know, got to win this one, got to do it by 15. Because Booker T only has 44 district points. So you got to do it by at least 15. So you stay 3-0, and you can also stay with your 15 district points ahead. But you're not really looking for Week 10 for district points yet. Just got to make sure you get into here, roll in, get a dub, and roll out. All injuries are off the table.
And we know what happens if you look too far ahead, because the East Central Cardinals last year in this location was up on you 13-12. You were heavily favored, and you were down at halftime. McAlster's got to be locked in. They've been locked in the last 2 weeks in district play. They're outscoring opponents by a combined score of 95-6. Can they keep that rolling? We're about to find out here in just a little while. So we're going to send it down to Chase for a sideline report real quick. Chase, I know up here, we're outside today, by the way. We're outside of the press box at the very top of the stands. Is wind or weather going to be a factor tonight for the guys on the field, though?
It is pretty windy down here, just as much as it is for you guys up there. But I'll tell you, it feels fantastic. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. In the air maybe, but for everything else, this is perfect football weather. You can't really complain about the conditions we've got tonight. Now the wind is a tiny bit of a, I don't think it'll be much, Brandon.
And not a cloud in the sky. We also have the sun setting to our left. It's just about completely set. The lights are on at the East Side Sports Complex, and we're about ready for the national anthem any moment now. But while we wait, we will send it to our first commercial break of the evening. Well, there it is, I think. That's McAlester, actually, wouldn't that be? Yeah, McAlester is warming up the Pride of McAlester on the far sideline. So as we do prepare for the national anthem, we'll send it to our first commercial break of the evening. Again, this is Buffalo Football Week 6 on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula, and let us make it happen for you.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. years.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
They say it's your birthday. It's our birthday too, yeah.
This month, we're celebrating 45 years at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. That's 45 years of serving the community with the best vehicles and service. Join us for incredible anniversary deals. Come get $2,000 off our 2024 Nissan Rogues or lock in a 2.9% rate. Drive away in a 2024 Frontier for $2,500 off or lock in a rate of 3.9%. Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Welcome to the Eastside Sports Complex. They're just now beginning the national anthem, so let's send things down to the field for the playing of our nation's anthem.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we've watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Barney, you about ready?
Hey, there is nothing better, in my opinion, than getting to hear the national anthem sang by a member of the cheer team or played by the pride of a high school band before a sporting event. So with that being said, there's only one thing left to do, and that's play some football.
Yeah, we're about to have our coin toss, which is brought to you by McAlester Clothing Consignment. Consign with us and pick up great bargains, 1212 South Main in McAlester behind Dollar General. This is Brandon Green alongside Phillip Jewell Jr., and we have Chase McNutt sideline as the McAlester Buffaloes send out the captains Pfeiffer Mitchell, Braden Bumpus, Kason Washington Maisie. Looks like that's Cleveland Williamson, and also number 71 for the Buffaloes, Gunnar Pickett, and for the Cardinals, number 20, which is Nicolajah Williams, number 6, which is Ryder Munninger, and number 55, and that is Edwin Flores. I'll send things down to Chase McNutt for the rest of the coin toss here. As they're shaking hands right now.
Defer, okay? East Central 1, they like to defer.
That was quick.
East Central Football.
All right, well, that was very quick. East Central won the toss. They elected to defer, and it looks like McAllister's going to be taking the ball, heading towards the east end zone, defending on the west.
That was one of the quickest coin tosses I think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
They shook hands and then they did the coin toss. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, that was weird. But something that sometimes they used to do when we used to go on the road that I remember a time or two, and it could have maybe even been like weather related or something. I remember they used to pull the two head coaches together and would do the coin flip before we would even go out. So, I mean, something like that could have transpired. I don't know.
That's cool. Also, after all that was said and done, the Buffaloes, some of them gave handshakes, some of them gave the other East Central Cardinal players hugs. This is the time where, again, sportsmanship is shown, and sportsmanship's going to be shown all throughout the next 4 quarters. But it's about to be a battle between these two teams, the McAlester Buffaloes and the East Central Cardinals. McAlester is in the east end zone. Cardinals are getting ready to come out of the west. Buffaloes have their banner. They're hopping up and down on the right side. And here they come. The McAlester Buffaloes at 4-1 on the year, perfect 2-0 in district play, outscoring district opponents 95-6. Trying to keep it rolling here in T-Town. We're about to have kickoff. That's brought to you by Red Duck Tattoo Studio. For all of your custom artwork, big or small, color or black and gray, now booking for fall. Gift certificates available. Red Duck Tattoo Studio, 219 East Chickasaw Avenue, McAlester. Must be 18 years or older. So the East Central Cardinals, they're already set up on their near side. They've already come out of their big Cardinal that's over by their locker room on the left side. Again, McAlster's set up on the far sideline wearing their gold jerseys, black pants. And for those on radio for the Cardinals, they are wearing their black jerseys with the white numerals and white pants. So again, the East Central Cardinals, I believe Chase said they ended up deferring. McAlster's going to get the ball to begin the game. And that is correct. And the Buffaloes,
that is correct, Brandon.
And the Buffaloes are going to be returning the ball, I believe, left to right. We're just waiting for the officials to give both teams the go to take the field. And here come the McAlester Buffaloes onto the gridiron. You know, other than a little bit of wind up here that we're going to be wrestling with some papers throughout the night, other than that, it's a really, like Chase said earlier, beautiful night for football.
You know, I would rather this wind than what we had just a year ago.
40-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The windiest day in Oklahoma was played last year at this field.
We lost our in the booth cam. We lost our actual camera. It was a nightmare.
But it looks like things are a lot more tame so far. And here come the East Central Cardinals taking the field. They'll be kicking it right to left. So around the city of McAlester, around the state of Oklahoma, and Buffalo fans across the nation far and wide, thank you for joining us for the East Central Cardinals and the McAlester Buffaloes in Week 6. Looks like back deep to return. I see Jackson McKinney. I believe that's Cleveland Williamson over by the 14-yard line as well. And towing the ball up, I believe, is number 55, which would be Edwin Flores. He's got it right between the hash marks on the 40. There's the whistle. Puts his left arm up in the air, points to the right, puts toe to the leather, and it's football time here in the Heartland. As this one will take a short bounce to the 22-yard line, but be picked up, and the Buffalo returner is tackled down around the 21-yard line. Great pursuit, as on the return was Cleveland Williamson, and McAlster's going to start this drive inside their own 25-yard line. So out will come Kaysen Washington Maisie, who just last week in one half of play, 12 for 14, 253 yards, 5 touchdowns to 5 different receivers. Again, a little bit windier tonight, not too shabby down on the field, but we're going to see if that's going to affect throwing the ball at all here in Tulsa. His first running back will be Jordan Clark on the left side of him. Buffaloes come out in trips left, ball on the right hash, moving it left to right across your radio dial or your screen. Play clock has not begun yet. Officials are waiting on the signal, and there we go. So there's the whistle. First down and 10 for the Buffaloes from their own 22-yard line. There's the snap. Handoff Jordan Clark, first play from scrimmage, and he tries to break away from one tackle, but the East Central Cardinals all in the backfield for a tackle for a loss. It'll be second down and long coming up for McAlester, and this is what we mentioned for the East Central Cardinal defense. This year, they're only allowing 23.2 points per game. Last year, 44.6. They have not allowed over 41 points this year. The most they've given up in the season so far, the 41 to Durant last week.
Yeah, that right there, that was just Brandon Thompson right off the edge. Untouched off that back, would have been the right side of the offensive line, his left. And it was in the backfield right at the mesh point, was able to get a 2-yard loss right there on the Buffaloes.
Second down and 12. Man in motions. Devion Bickham behind the pistol set. Here's a snap. Handoff. Jordan Clark again runs into his own man and again met in the backfield. Trying to carry Cardinals, but he's still just carrying him backwards. Another loss on the play, and McAllister's facing third down and very long here on the opening drive. And Coach Mazey hates what he sees early. 2 plays in, he's going to call a timeout. We'll take one with him. You're listening to McAlester Football here on KNED.
Kawasaki's Ridge and Ridge XR family set the new off-road standard, built for work and play. Ridge side-by-sides deliver versatile performance with a powerful 4-cylinder engine and premium interior features. For even more trail-taming power, the Ridge XR family offers more horsepower and versatility for rugged work or advanced play. This is peak premium performance. Shop the full Kawasaki Ridge lineup today at Vickers Power Sports, 1904 South Main, McAlester.
As we cheer on the Buffaloes for a great season, make sure your home is just as game ready with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Whether it's keeping warm during those chilly game nights or staying cool when the heat is on, we've got you covered with top-notch heating and cooling. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air today and enjoy home comfort that's always in the winning zone. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445. Go.
Welcome back to action. As you're joining us in the middle of it, on third down, a screen pass to Devion Bickham is caught and pushed past the 20-yard line, but still well short of the first down marker. And the East Central Cardinals forced McAlester to go 3 and out on their opening drive. So they was only able to get about 4 to 5 yards on that screen pass to Bickham, who was the leading receiver for McAlester last week at 4 catches for 95 yards and a touchdown. McAlester only had to punt the ball once last week. They already had to punt the ball in the opening drive. So Jackson McKinney didn't punt the ball last week. That was Casey Washington Mazey. He's averaging about 36 yards per punt as he grabs it and does punt it away. It's an end-over-end punt that will cross the 50 and be caught and dropped. And the Buffaloes think they might have got onto it at the 45-yard line, but I believe it was Arbs that was able to climb back on top of it and keep the possession alive for the Cardinals. So McAlester nearly was able to get a turnover off the Cardinals in special teams, but instead they will see their defense come out onto the field, and the Cardinals begin this drive at their own 45-yard line with a really good field position. That brings out Ryder Munninger, the transfer from Dewey, who scored 73% of the touchdowns by the Bulldoggers a year ago. The 6'3", 175-pound junior quarterback. His running back in the opening drive is going to be number 3, Dante Pegas. 6', 160 senior. Trips right for the Cardinals. Ball at their own 45 left hash. Moving right to left. 10:08 left to go in the first quarter. No score between these two teams. Munninger with the snap. Play action looking right. Tossing right. Wide open man in the flat to the 50-yard line. It's Salisbury. Going to be tackled before he can get to the first down marker. I think it's going to be a gain of around 7. Bring up second down and 3. By the way, Mary Martin saying, let's go Buffs, watching from home. The McAlester radio crew always does a great job. Mary, thank you for tuning in. And by the way, Buffalo Roll Call, let us know where you're watching or listening from on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio, or you can let us know on Facebook, but best way is Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. So in the gun, officially a gain of 6, second down and 4. Munninger the snap. And in the backfield, the Buffalo defensive line comes in and makes the tackle. Brandon Douglas with the tackle. Brings up third down and 5 for the Cardinals right at the 50-yard line. We also have Charlie Gillespie. There was a bunch of Buffalo fans still in line. There's still a bunch of McAlester fans in line. We also have Zach Rogers tuning in from Arkansas. Here's third down and 5 for the Cardinals from the 50-yard line. Munninger in the gun, trips left. And there's the snap, looking left, passing left. Open, caught, first down for the Cardinals inside the 40-yard line and tackled down around the 39. And that'll move the chains for the Cardinals. Their opening drive so far more successful than McAllister's. Buffaloes went backwards until a screen pass got him out to make it fourth down and 9. Cardinals convert on third down.
Yeah, just a little hook right there in the middle of the field. Some people call them set down, some people call them hooks, and that's all he did. He just found a soft spot in that zone, able to pick up 11 for a first down.
First down and 10 from the Buffalo 39-yard line. Cardinals with their opening drive. Munninger quick pass to the left side, and that was a dart, but too far off to the right side of his intended receiver, and so far favorite receiver, Devontae Salisbury. Second down and 10 coming up for the Cardinals from just inside the Buffalo 40.
Yeah, right there, McAlester. They're just apexing right over the top of him. He's going to run a quick slant, And when you do that, you're hoping that the inside linebacker doesn't drop back into coverage. And the backer dropped into coverage along with the outside backer, Drayton Pouncil, following him up the field. And it just, luckily for them, they didn't catch it.
They put a slot receiver in the H-back formation. Here's a pass over the middle. Caught. First down for the Cardinals inside the red zone. Past the 10, dragging Buffalo defenders to inside the 10-yard line. And here come the Cardinals moving the chains. On the catch, number 15, Donovan Jackson, who had one catch for 11 yards against McAlester a season ago here on this field. And the Cardinals are now cooking. They're at the 9-yard line, trying to put the bad taste of last week's loss in the rear view. Trips left again, first down and goal from the 9. Munninger, the snap, handoff up the middle. Pegas, not much. Tackled at the line of scrimmage. That will bring up second down and goal. Now, McAllister's secondary has been fantastic this year. They've only allowed one touchdown pass, and it was to the Edison Eagles a week ago. They've given up, on the flip side, 6 rushing touchdowns, only allowing 90 passing yards a game. But again, the Cardinals are going to like to pass the ball today, and Munninger so far looking sharp. 7:02 left to go in the first quarter. Buffaloes on defense with their backs against the wall. Second down and goal from the 9. Munninger, the snap, fade route towards the end zone. It is overthrown, looking for Donovan Jackson. Good spot, but just a little bit too far looking for Jackson, and brings a third down and goal from the 9.
I mean, that's a great play right there by Munninger. He's putting it right there where only his guy can get to it on that back shoulder. Just a little too far, though, on that screen, that fade route. But that's exactly what you want as if you're a head coach. Don't leave that ball over the middle of the field.
So third down and goal from the 9. Clock is stopped at 6:47 left in the first. Another passing situation here for the Cardinals. Trips left, single receiver on that right side is Donovan Jackson. Running back to his left, Munninger. The snap, back to pass, looking left this time. He's throwing for a fade route this time to the left side, and it's overthrown, but here comes the flag. And that is a good call by the official, as grabbing a hold of a receiver was a Buffalo secondary man, and I think that might have been in coverage. I believe that was Jackson McKinney. He was looking for Arps in the left corner of the end zone.
Yeah, they're working on that corner route, trying to get to that back pylon. And it looks like the freshman McKinney hooked onto him, tried to stay with the senior there. And so that was a good call there by the officials, and something you just don't want to see because that ball was going to be long, but you helped him out.
Don't believe it's an automatic first down. It's now third down and half the distance to the goal. In the pistol, long handoff to Dante Pegas, sweeping left, and he's going to be tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. Well, one official says he's down. The other official on the far sideline signaled touchdown. I think this one will be a yard short. Looked like he was down a yard short. Again, one official signaled touchdown. The other one came in and said, he is down 3 feet away from the goal line. So fourth down and goal now, I believe, from the 1-yard line. Snap, the Buffalo defense wasn't ready. Munninger waiting for a push. Still don't see a signal. Did he get across the goal line? He did. And the East Central Cardinals, for the second year in a row, go up first on the McAlester Buffaloes. 6 minutes in, the Cardinals lead 6-0 on a drive that featured multiple third down conversions. Again, there's no down marker here today at East Central, so we can't really tell if the downs reset. Again, rules are a little bit different in high school. So we'll see if the Cardinals decide to go for it. And it looks like they will as Munninger comes back out. Up 6-0 on McAlester. 5:51 remaining in quarter number 1. Pegas on the left side of Munninger after the QB sneak touchdown. 2 receivers left, tight end left, passing left. It is knocked down at the line of scrimmage, and that will be an unsuccessful 2-point conversion for the Cardinals. But the Buffaloes down early after 2 drives, one by McAlester, one by the Cardinals. Cardinals up on top 6-0 over the Black and Gold here on KNED.
Vickers Furniture would like to thank you for voting us the Reader's Choice #1 furniture store in McAlester. At Vickers, the customer always comes first. Vickers is having a fall into savings event. We're offering special discounts on living room and bedroom suites all month long. Visit our website for unbeatable deals at vickers-furniture.com or come see us at 215 South 2nd Street.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
So it's the East Central Cardinals that take an early lead on the McAlester Buffaloes on a quarterback sneak from Ryan Munninger. And now Flores will kick it away to the McAlester Buffaloes, who saw their struggles return in their first drive. We'll see if the second drive looks any better. Flores with the kick, an end over end that's tailing to the left hash. He'll be caught by Cleveland Williamson at the 20, tries to make some men miss. And he does so until he gets to the 25-yard line. And that's where McAlster's going to start this drive at their own 25. So, Phil, we had a drive summary for the Cardinals. They looked pretty good in that first drive.
They did. That was a 9-play, 55-yard touchdown drive that took 4 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock, and it was capped off with that 1-yard touchdown run by Munninger. And that is your drive summary by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug and see their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with their 24-hour road service. Call T&W Tire McAlester at 918-426-6571.
We're going to go to Chase after this one play as McAlester has it at first down and 10 from their own 25-yard line, moving left to right. Think that will be Jordan Clark again at quarterback, and we have a false start. So while we have this time, I think it's actually it's offsides. Offsides on the East Central defense. Arps was signaling that it could have been McAlester moving at first, but that gives the Buffaloes 5 more yards and now makes it first down and 5 from the 30-yard line. So we'll wait again just a little bit longer on Chase here, but again, jumbo set as the H-back tight end moved to the left side, right behind Case and Washington Maisie. Jordan Clark, the snap. Handoff Clark, sweeping left in the backfield. Mean stiff arm to the 30-yard line, down the far sideline, crashes ahead for the first down, and that's McAllister's first down of the game, brought to you by McAlester Direct Primary Care, offering 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same-day or next-day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. Call 918-233-6522. Hey, after a couple of disappointing drives for McAlester, one on offense, one on defense, Chase, what's the vibe like for the McAlester sideline now?
The vibe has picked up a little bit after that run. There was some irritation on the sideline, especially early with that timeout. Maisie mentioned a slow start. It said it looked a lot like last year, so they're wanting to pick it up here.
First down and 10. Here's the handoff right up the gut. First down for the Buffaloes down the far sideline. Weaving his way, one man to beat down the far sideline. Can he get to the end zone? You bet he can. Touchdown McAlester. On the long run, that's Drayton Pouncil. And it didn't take the Buffaloes long to be able to tie the game. 2 plays down the field. Drayton Pouncil took it the distance. 5:18 remaining in quarter number 1. And we're awaiting a Wyatt Phillips point after to see if McAlester can take the lead. New holder for McAlester. That's number 24, Grant Mullins. So this to give McAlester the lead. 5:18 left to go in the first quarter. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is a line drive, but it is good. And McAlester leads 7-6. 5:18 left to go in the first quarter. That was more like it. You're listening to McAlester Football here on KNED.
Some zero-turn riding lawnmowers concentrate on performance. Others stay focused on comfort. But whoever said it's an either-or situation? With Gravely, you get plenty of both. And the ProTurn 300 is a perfect example. This newly designed mower is loaded with innovative features and is designed to keep the operator mowing comfortably from dawn to dusk. The Gravely ProTurn 300, the right balance of comfort and performance. Available at KC Farm Machinery, right across from the McAlester Union Stockyards.
A duo that's perfect together. That's Blackburn Plumbing and Air and Lennox. Blackburn Plumbing and Air is your local Lennox dealer, and we're committed to making your family's home comfort our top priority. With the wide assortment of Lennox products to offer, Blackburn Plumbing and Air will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call us today at 918-423-2078 or visit us online at goblackburn.com to learn more about how you can experience expert service and care offered by Blackburn Plumbing and Air. License number 1388.
Welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. McAlester quickly gets the lead as they lead 7-6 over the Cardinals. Here's the boot from Phillips. Line drive kick that will bounce, go past Pegas. He'll let it roll out of bounds, and it was not touched. So good field position once again for the Cardinals to begin this drive. And speaking of drives, didn't take long for McAlester to get down the field and take the lead. Philip, a drive summary for us.
We have a fast 2-play, 75-yard touchdown drive, only lasting 33 seconds, capped off with a 63-yard touchdown run by Drayton Pouncil, and the point after was successful. That is your drive summary by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug and ask about their Goodyear, Michelin, and all of the other brands they have to fit your budget. T&W Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
Well, Chase, that will pump some life into the sideline there. That long run by Drayton Pouncil.
That just the play before that happened, but everybody's excited, hooping and hollering, and it looked like the coaches thought that ball was touched before it went out of bounds. Some irritation, asking for clarification, but wasn't.
All right, so new running back in for the Cardinals. It's number 9, Ryan Logan, the junior, on his right side of Ryan Munninger. Here's a snap, first down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Again, the Buffalo defensive line is in the backfield. This will be a loss of 2. Second down and 12 coming up for the Cardinals. I will tell you one thing, when it comes to running the ball so far, McAllister's front 7 doing what we thought they'd be able to do, get a push and get a loss of, now I think that's 3 out of their 4 runs that the Cardinals have had, a loss of yards.
Yeah, this is exactly what McAlester likes to do. They like to punish people for trying to run the football on them. And snap was high, and then as soon as they saw that high snap, they just bull rushed into those gaps, overwhelmed the Cardinal offensive line.
7-6 is our score. McAlester leads with 5:18 left to go in the first quarter. Munninger passing left, caught by Salisbury around the 35-yard line. He's only able to get a gain of 2. That brings up third down and long. We haven't had I don't think we've had the clock run since we had the kickoff here recently. So there it goes. We're at 5:16. McAlester is leading 7-6, and we have third down and 10 coming up for the Cardinals from their own 35-yard line. McAlester not very good on third down in the last drive. Got to be better here. On the season, 35% for opponents succeeding on third down on this defense.
Shout out Will Spears for following that slant, dropping into coverage, coming back down, and making that tackle on that slant play.
Munninger with trips left, the snap, under pressure immediately. He's in the backfield, and the Buffaloes are going to drop him for a huge loss. Coming up with the sack, number 23, I see you, Noah Leonardo. He came up high-stepping. And it's a 3-and-out for the Cardinal defense, and that's what you call a bounce back.
Yeah, right there. Kind of looks like they're trying to run that speed option right to that outside because they're going to go into the boundary. And Leonardo kind of pulled a Aaron Donald. He brought the running back to Munninger and was like, whichever one of you wants the football, I'm tackling you. So great read right there, Noah Leonardo.
Here's the punt. And it's an end-over-end punt, tailing to the far side, and it's a shank. It's going to go down the far sideline, and this drive will begin for McAlester as the referee walks it back up at the 49-yard line. So that's where McAlester will begin this drive. Good field position, a chance for the Buffaloes to get a little bit of breathing room. Only leading 7-6, 4:12 remaining in quarter number 1. It was a really good drive for McAlester. In the previous one, first one tried to run the ball, just could not make it work. Jordan Clark back in at running back alongside Kason Washington-Mazey. Drayton Pouncil has the lone touchdown so far for the Buffaloes. Trips right, single receiver far side. Just above the Tulsa Public Schools logo here at the East Side Sports Complex. Kason Washington-Mazey with Clark to his left. Has the play action, pass to the left on an island as Brandon Smith makes one man miss down the far sideline. Another huge play. Can Dynamite get it done? He's going to get out of bounds after a big first down. He was on an island. What a move on the curl route to create a lot of distance between him and his defender. The Buffaloes get it to the 19-yard line into the Pops Kettle Corn red zone at 2714 North Main Street, McAlester. Call 918-404-5630 for quotes.
Beautiful hitch route right there by Brandon Smith, and then just made a man miss and had one man to beat, but he got pushed out of bounds. Great hitch route right there.
Man in motion, handoff. Jordan Clark sweeping left, has a little bit of room again. Hops over a man to the 10-yard line, inside the 10, down at the 5. First down run for Jordan Clark, and a gain of 14 to the 5-yard line. Sticking with that left side of the offensive line. We're under 4 minutes left to go in the first. Buffaloes leading by 1, trying to extend their lead.
Got that eye candy right there on the motion with the receiver coming at him. Get those defensive backs on those linebackers looking at him. And then just came backside on that counter. Great design right there by the Buffalo offense.
So first down and goal from officially the 6-yard line. Make it a gain of 13. Jumbo set again, a running back to each side of Kason Washington-Mazey. Man in motion is Braden Bumpus, goes back to the right side. It is more of a dozer package and running right down to the 1. Did he get across the goal line? No. It's a gain of 5. And who was that on the carry? Was that Jordan Clark? Yep, it was Jordan Clark. That was a little bit of a different dozer package. We had people directly to his right and to his left. He's not all the way back, and he's going to do it again. Different variation of the dozer package. Jordan Clark still getting the ball. Snap on second and goal to the right side. Easy like Sunday morning. Jordan Clark in for the score, and the Buffaloes lickety-split are now up 13-6 on the Cardinals of T-Town. 2:59 remaining in quarter number 1. And it took them a little bit, but looks like they're starting to find their groove. And Wyatt Phillips, again, on to attempt the point after. Grant Mullins is holder all season long. Case and Washington Maisie has been the holder. So Grant Mullins, the starting holder in this game. The snap is high. The kick is on the way. This one looks a lot more pretty, and it's through the uprights. McAlester leading 14-6. Still a one-score game. 2:59 left to go in the first quarter on KNED.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
You're joining us in the middle of play as the McAlester Buffaloes kick it off to the Cardinals. Returned at the 19-yard line up the middle of the field, and a good return out past the 35. Pushing his way past the 40 is the Cardinal down around the 40-yard line. Another great starting field position for the Cardinals. They're officially going to mark him. I saw the pile move to the 40. They're marking him down at the 38. We have enough time for a drive summary, Phillip.
Yeah, that was a 4-play, 51-yard drive. Took 1 minute, 13 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 1-yard touchdown run by Jordan Clark. That's your drive summary by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug and see their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with their 24-hour road service. That's T&W Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
We got so many people tuning in. Thank you guys for checking in. We got Betty tuning in as well. We'll get to Buffalo roll call here after first down and 10 from the Cardinal 38-yard line. Cardinals with the ball. 2 receivers left, 2 right with a running back to his left. Munninger gets the snap. On first down and 10, looking left, passing left. It's a dart. Pitch and a first down to Donovan Jackson as he gets past the 50-yard line. Excuse me, that's number 14. That's Arps on the catch. Gets to the 45-yard line, and that will move the chains for the Cardinals. McAlester is leading 14-6 over East Central. 2:43 remaining in quarter number 1. And so far, Munninger impressing. He has got a cannon of a right arm, and he's been able to hit his men in stride, and wide open men at that.
Yeah, they're loving right now, attacking the flats, attacking this middle of the field, and they're living in there.
This time they pass over the middle of the field, and it's caught. Another first down. A shoulder tackle is just brushed off, and this time it's Donovan Jackson taking it down to the Buffalo 24-yard line, and the Cardinals again moving the ball. 2 plays got them from their own 38-yard line down to around the 24. And so far, the McAlester secondary is being tested like they haven't been tested so far this season.
Yeah, they know they got speed on these outsides, and they're telling McAlester, can you keep up with them? And you got to do more when it comes to Arps on a shoulder tackle like that. You got to be able to wrap up on him and avoid the big play. That was a 21-yard pickup in the air.
McAlester pressing here, trips left. The snap, first down and 10, going for the fade route. Has a man beat. Arps wide open, touchdown. Beat a Buffalo. McAlester was daring Munninger to deliver it on a pillow, and he did. They pressed every receiver, and Arps beat him. And now we are a 2-pointer away from tying this game up. 2:13 remaining in quarter number 1. And Munninger looking like a star here underneath the stars in Tulsa. That was a beauty. He's got a good group of receivers alongside him. A lot of returning receivers from last year that saw 2,100 passing yards from Connor Dunn. Going for 2 to try to tie the game. Munninger with, I believe that's Pegas to his left. Trips right. They're 0 for 1 so far today on 2-point attempts. This to tie it. Munninger the snap looking left. Passing left. It is. Did he catch that ball? You gotta be kidding me. Donovan Jackson held on, and we are tied in Tulsa. 14-14, 2:13 left in the first quarter. We'll be back after 60 seconds here on KNED.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts on new Jeeps in stock, including Jeep Wranglers. Take up to $12,000 off new Wranglers or 0% for 72 months. The hot-selling Compass discounted $8,000 off or price at $19,900. Wow! Patriot makes your next Jeep affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky credit card bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Wrangler MSRP 68190, Compass 28090.
The Buffaloes are the pride of McAlester. When it comes to sports, they're the winning team. And when it comes to your money, Bank First is the all-star you need on your side. We're talking big plays with full-service banking, touchdowns with convenient online and mobile banking, and overtime support with extended hours and ATMs statewide. Bank First, your money's winning team. Proud supporter of the McAlester Buffaloes. Member FDIC.
So far, it's a shootout in Central as Edmund Flores saw the wind as it's starting to kind of pick up a little bit. Blow the ball off of the tee at the 40-yard line. McAlester will be returning it left to right. We've had a 3-and-out for each one of these teams, and the other two drives have been perfection. Here's Flores with the kick. Over to Cleveland Williamson again, who catches at the 15-yard line. He'll make his way down the near side of the field and has a hole to the 50-yard line. One man to beat for a long touchdown. It's the kicker. He veers off to the left, and Cleveland Williamson is going to take this one all the way to the crib. Cleveland Williamson, 85-yard touchdown return, gives the McAlester the lead right back. I was surprised. That's why I just skipped a word there. But I saw a block from the special teams unit. Part Cardinal defenders like the seas. And Cleveland Williamson, you know, he gets it done on offense, gets it done on defense. Now special teams. He does it all.
Could there be a future where he wears purple and white for the Wildcats? Because they love to do it in all three phases, and that's what this young man's doing this year.
So McAlester gets the lead right back. We have had a combined so far 34 points. Wyatt Phillips looking to make it 35. Snap is behind Grant Mullins, goes all the way back to the 30-yard line. Got to jump on it, and he does. So that's going to be a bad snap up high, and McAlester leads by only 6. 20-14, 1:58 left in the first quarter here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
There's the kick again as the Cardinals take this one at the 19-yard line. We're trading punches here so far, as now we have, that is, I believe, we have a flag here. That was number 3 returning it for the Cardinals, which is Dante Pegas. Takes it around the 33-yard line and 32. There's a flag that's thrown at the 29. It's the same flag. You just got it closer to where the penalty was committed, but as this will more than likely be on the Cardinals, well, let's send it down over to, well, first off, let's hear from Phillip on that drive. We didn't have a drive summary. It was a kickoff return for a touchdown by Cleveland Williamson for 85 yards, so we do have the chance to be able to talk to Chase McNutt. First off, I want to hear about Ryan Munninger, because so far he has looked money. You talked about him. You got to call his games over in Bartlesville. Speak on Munninger, and also Cleveland. He was your player to watch, Chase.
Yeah, you know, the Cleveland thing, that was the first thing I thought of when he took that back. He planted his foot, and you could tell probably around the 30-35 he was gone. But, yeah, my player to watch for this game obviously did that earlier. But Munninger's just been throwing the ball around. A lot of open guys in the flats that have done good things. And on that touchdown pass, he just wide open, beat his man, and put him right on a rider. He's coming out cooking so far tonight.
And Ryder Munninger in the pistol. Here's the snap. Handoff on first down to the 19-yard line. Planted. Big-time tackle. I believe that's Will Spears coming up with the tackle. Delivers a headbutt to Jordan Clark. And that'll bring up second down and 10. Obviously, where the Cardinals have been having most of their success has been in the past game. We have 1:34 remaining in quarter number 1, and it has been a shootout. The Buffaloes are leading 20-14 over the East Central Cardinals, who are averaging just 23.6 points per game on the season through the first half.
Yeah, if they want to continue to see success, I would continue to challenge these Buffalo DBs, because right now this is where the Cardinals are having all of their success, and they're going to press them again.
Trips right again. The last time McAlester pressed, it was a deep touchdown pass to Arps. Munninger, the snap, looking left. They're going to try it again, this time to Donovan Jackson. And, yeah, there's an easy pass interference. As holding on for dear life was Cleveland Williamson on Donovan Jackson. He brought him down to the turf, and this will be an automatic first down as the pass interference moves the chains.
Jackson showing off the speed he got on the ball.
I'm telling you, that is the scary thing about the East Central Cardinals. They bring back a very talented receiver core, and they bring with it Ryder Munninger, who is just delivering dots so far. He has 8 touchdown passes, well, now 9 on the season. He had 5 in one game against Nathan Hale.
I want to give a quick shout out. My dad is listening, and also Mr. Waylon Brown just texted me. He said, he's like, go Buffs, y'all are doing a great job. So
we've got so many people I'm trying to check in with. Nathan Lesnow saying, go Buffs from Casey and Nathan. Go Blade Smith. We're going to get to you guys here as quickly as we can. Thank you for tuning in to McAlester versus East Central. And so far, what's been a great game. 61 seconds left in the first. Buffalo's up 20-14. Here's the snap, passing left side into the flats. Great move by number 9, Orion Logan. And he's able to get out of bounds around the 40-yard line is where they're going to mark him down at. Gain of 6 brings up second down and 4.
Yeah, just coming right out of the backfield. And right now, the flats and those soft spots for slant routes over the middle in the zones, that's where the East Central Cardinals are wanting to be. Obviously, they have attacked deep a time or two, but right now, everything into the boundaries, that's where these young men are eating.
Trip is right for the Cardinals on second down and 4. Snap, handoff up the middle. Good move at the line of scrimmage, but there is a McAlester linebacker to be able to meet a running back. That's a generous spot there. I thought he was tackled around the 42 or met there. They give him to the 43 to bring up third down and 1.
This is going to be a big play right here by this Buffalo defensive line. You have really got to make Munninger feel it, and if he's going to throw this ball, because he has these quick throws. He's a quick fire. Reminds me of a shortstop when it comes to baseball, the way he's getting the ball out real quick.
That's why they're trying to press him, but when they press him, then he goes deep.
Yeah, but defensive line's got to get a push on him.
Trips right, third down and 1 from the East Central 43. Got to get to the 44. Munninger, the snap, looking right. No one's there, steps up in the pocket, runs for the first down. And he'll get down as he dives around the 47-yard line. That'll move the chains, and that will more than likely be the last play of the first quarter. Clock is stopped while they do move the chains at 7.9. We'll see if the Cardinals try to get one more snap off. The score is 20-14, and they will not. So we go to the second quarter, a combined 34 points. Buffaloes lead 20-14 here on KNED.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
As we flip sides and the second quarter is about to begin, McAlester leading 20-14, but the Cardinals moving the ball. We do have an injury update, something that we didn't notice. Chase McNutt on the sideline. He's looking at Cleveland Williamson.
Yeah, foolishly, I moved to the side of the band, so it's a little bit louder where I'm at now. But, yeah, Cleveland Williamson is over on the bench. Did not have his helmet on when I saw him, but looks like he's in a lot of pain with his right hand. And Cade French is in at that cornerback spot. That'll be something to watch going forward.
Absolutely. I mean, you're looking at Williamson, who has 5 interceptions on the season, and now Cade French going to get some big-time minutes here in the secondary. And we're going to keep an eye on how Cleveland Williamson will transpire with that injury throughout the night. So the ball's going to be at the East Central 47-yard line. They have first down and 10 after converting on 3rd down and 1 on a run by Munninger. Ryder Munninger with trips right as they're moving the ball again left to right. Snap, looking left, pump fakes, now goes for a wide open man. Arps is completely alone to the 15-yard line. He's pushed forward, but not out of bounds. Touchdown, East Central. And we have a tie game 20-20 on the first play of the second quarter. I'm telling you, McAlester secondary, after being so good this season, is just getting burnt. Another wide open man in the secondary, and Arps is showing off. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear the guy on the PA, but he says Buffs are going to have to put 3 people on Arps. And that's the problem. When you have a guy like Arps, if you put all the attention on him, you got to look at people like Devontae Salisbury, like Donovan Jackson. They're just as good. And this is a 2-point attempt to try to take the lead. They're 1 for 2 on 2-point conversion so far. Cardinals, the snap, Munninger looking right, caught, and there's the 2-point attempt. It is good. Cardinals lead 22-20 over the McAlester Buffaloes. 11:51 remaining in quarter number 2, and we are just trading punches back and forth. Who can stop who? We're going to find out over the next 3 quarters. You're listening to McAlester Football here on KNED.
They say it's your birthday. It's our birthday too, yeah.
This month, we're celebrating 45 years at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. That's 45 years of serving the community with the best vehicles and service. Join us for incredible anniversary deals. Come get $2,000 off our 2024 Nissan Rogues or lock in a 2.9% rate. Drive away in a 2024 Frontier for $2,500 off or lock in a rate of 3.9%. Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Kawasaki's Ridge and Ridge XR family set the new off-road standard, built for work and play. Ridge side-by-sides deliver versatile performance with a powerful 4-cylinder engine and premium interior features. For even more trail-taming power, the Ridge XR family offers more horsepower and versatility for rugged work or advanced play. This is peak premium performance. Shop the full Kawasaki Ridge lineup today at Vickers Power Sports, 1904 South Main, McAlester.
Fans, let's make some noise right now. Let's go. Let's get loud.
The East Central Cardinals take the lead right back. They've only been stopped on 1 drive so far as Flores kicks this one away, and it will bounce out of bounds, and the McAlester Buffaloes will start with good field position on this drive around the 35-yard line. Phillip, we're going to get a lot of love here for our drive summary sponsor. Give us another one this time by the Cardinals.
That was a 5-play, 81-yard touchdown drive, capped off with a 53-yard touchdown pass from Munninger to Arps.
Munninger.
Oh, well, the PA guy says Munninger, so that's why I heard. But Munninger, or Munninger, however you pronounce it. And it was a 81-yard, 1:59 seconds. PAT was good. That's your drive summary brought to you by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug and ask about their technician. Ask their technicians about brakes, suspensions, and alignments, and their 24-hour road service.
Jordan Clark on the left side of KWM. Here's a snap. Handoff to Clark. Clark sweeping right. Bounces off of the Cardinal, but met quickly after a gain of only 2. Gain of 2 out to the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 8. After McAllister's been getting plenty of push on their last 2 offensive drives after going backwards on the runs. McAllister's only attempted 1 pass. No, make that 2, I'm sorry. And they are 2 for 2 for not many yards, but they haven't had to, and they've been able to run the ball with efficiency other than the first drive. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Buffaloes. 16 to snap it again. It's 22-20. Cardinals on top of McAlester in a very high-scoring affair. Only 2 stops this entire game combined. 7 to snap it here as the Buffaloes break the huddle. H-back right, 2 receivers left. Got 2 to snap it. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeper, Kason Washington-Mazey running left to the 40-yard line. First down past the 45 and tackled down at the 49. Good run by Case and Washington Maisie for the first down of the second quarter by the Buffaloes. That first down brought to you by McAlester Direct Primary Care, offering 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. Call 918-233-6522.
Great play there. Nice little QB read option, and Case and Washington Maisie, he read it perfectly, found the soft spot, took off with it.
Snap, toss out to the right side. Jordan Clark with the ball to the 50-yard line, past the 50 to the 45, and he tumbles inside the 45-yard line.
There's a flag at the line of scrimmage.
This one looks like it more than likely will be coming back as KWM has his hands on his hips, standing back around the 46-yard line.
Yeah, I was thrown right at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of traffic around the 49.
And we also have a Cardinal on the ground, too.
So we'll have an injury timeout, and we'll be back here on KNED.
As we cheer on the Buffaloes for a great season, make sure your home is just as game ready with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Whether it's keeping warm during those chilly game nights or staying cool when the heat is on, we've got you covered with top-notch heating and cooling. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air today and enjoy home comfort that's always in the winning zone. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Go Buffs!
Vickers Furniture would like to thank you for voting us the Reader's Choice #1 furniture store in McAlester. At Vickers, the customer always comes first. Vickers is having a Fall into Savings event. We're offering special discounts on living room and bedroom suits all month long. Visit our website for unbeatable deals at vickers-furniture.com or come see us at 215 South 2nd Street.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Some zero-turn riding lawnmowers concentrate on performance. Others stay focused on comfort. But whoever said it's an either-or situation? With Gravely, you get plenty of both. And the ProTurn 300 is a perfect example. This newly designed mower is loaded with innovative features and is designed to keep the operator mowing comfortably from dawn to dusk. The Gravely ProTurn 300, the right balance of comfort and performance. Available at KC Farm Machinery, right across from the McAlester Union.
So that's Devontae Salisbury that was hurt, and he was having his left ankle looked at. We're going to go over to Chase McNutt here in just a little while. The call in the field after the flag was, I believe, an illegal motion. So McAlester has it at first down and 15 on their own 43-yard line, down 22-20 with 10:24 left in the first half. A high-scoring game so far. Handoff Jordan Clark sweeping right. Clark weaving through traffic. Once again gets to around the 50-yard line, but his knee touched first at the 48. So they get those 5 yards back, but they do lose it down. It'll be second down and 10 for the Buffaloes. Now, when you saw Salisbury on the ground there, what were they looking at, Chase? What were they paying attention to? Why was he on the ground?
You're exactly right, Brandon, and what you said. It was his left ankle. It looked like that's what he was hobbling off on afterwards, and it looked like he was just in a lot of pain holding the left ankle.
So second down and 10 for the Buffaloes. Snap again. It'll be a quarterback run. Case and Washington Maisie up the middle. Is able to get positive yards, but not much. Gets to the East Central 49-yard line. And this will bring up third down and 7 for McAlester. And they've only passed the ball twice, but they have only passed it once in an obvious passing down. It was a screen pass that was caught by Devion Bickham. Brandon Smith has the other catch. Again, McAlester right now without Cleveland Williamson. Looks like he's back on the field, though. Cleveland Williamson has been getting his hand looked at. He's back on the field on the far side. Also on the field, Zane Owens. He's the other receiver on the other side. Buffalo's down by 2, facing a big third down and 7. Man in motion is Owens. The snap, rolling out right, under pressure, going for the deep pass, and he threw it to nobody. Miscommunication between Cleveland Williamson and Case and Washington Maisie. I think Williamson ran like a post route, and instead Washington Maisie was going for a home run ball, and the Buffaloes are going to punt this ball away, down by 2 with 9:06 left in quarter number 2.
Just want to put this out there. Could have also maybe been a defensive holding, because as Cleveland ran up the field, he was initiated, held on to, and then broke off. So that could have also been a little bit of the miscommunication as that home run ball was going down the middle, other side of the field from him.
Buffalo's desperately need to stop when they do punt this ball away. As McKinney gets the ball and rugby styles the kick, and it takes an East Central bounce, and now will bounce forward for McAlester down to the 10-yard line. Great punt by Jackson McKinney. But the Buffalo defense has got to find a way to stop Ryder Munninger. And this East Central receiving core. I mean, Arps has torched McAlester for 2 touchdowns so far, beating his man each time. Donovan Jackson's been running free as well. Devontae Salisbury finishes out the trio of this talented receiving core. He had a left ankle injury. We're going to see if he ends up coming back. He was able to get himself off the field on his own power. He's not getting onto the field right now, though. Instead, it'll be number 12, Josiah Smith, and number 1, Roderick Favors, who does start at cornerback as well. So, worst field position for the Cardinals tonight at their own 10-yard line, leading by 2, 22-20, 8:59 in the first. Snap, handoff left side, plenty of room at first, and then the Buffaloes were able to get there at the 9-yard line for a loss of 1. In the area, we had Drayton Pouncil with the tackle. Will Spears, he's always everywhere. Yeah, loss of 1, actually. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, Cleveland Williamson was in there, too. They're going to go 22 personnel, load that up right there, and they're just trying to use that heavy man per set and just get it going. Buffaloes, that's their strength right now, stopping the run and allowing this defense just to eat on the run. But if you're gonna feast and sell out on the run, right now this East Central team, they're saying you're gonna sell out here, then we're just gonna throw the ball on you.
Let's see what that's what they do. Is Munninger trying to get the hard count? He's got 3 seconds to snap it though. Got to be quick. Munninger gets it off with 1 second. Looks to the left, passes to the left. It's incomplete. Was looking in the flat for Donovan Jackson and in coverage. Coming all the way from the left side, we had Pfeiffer Mitchell. And that brings up 3rd down and long for the Cardinals. McAlester desperately needs to stop. 8:09 with the clock stopped in the second quarter. Buffaloes have only stopped the Cardinal offense once. It was a 3 and out. 22-20. McAlester is currently down by 2.
Yeah, this is a perfect opportunity right here. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line on the -9. You got to try to get to Munninger right here.
Now they drop back.
Don't want that money look, it looks like, on the back end.
Munninger, 2 receivers each side. Gets it with 2 seconds to snap. It steps up in the pocket and tries to run. He's going to be well short of the 1st down, and he got delivered a pop at the 14-yard line. And that'll be a 3 and out for the Cardinal offense. McAlester gets that stop they needed. I mean, these 2 teams have matched each other insanely. When one team scores, the other one goes down and scores. When one team stops, the other team, then McAlester or East Central gets that stop.
Great pocket awareness there by Munninger. I want to point out that his blind side on that left side actually collapsed, and that's when he stepped up and ran, and he just didn't have enough to get to the 1st down, but he felt that pressure, the pocket collapsed, took off running.
Salisbury is back in the game. He's the punter, and he does get this one away. As McKinney makes this catch at the East Central 45-yard line, and let's see if the Buffaloes can take advantage of the short field position. He made the catch at the 45. They say that his back foot went to the 46, so that's where McAlester will begin this drive at the 46-yard line. As here comes the McAlester offense. Stopped only twice so far today. They had their last drive stall out around this area. Cardinals are leading 22-20. They led this game last year at halftime in a much lower scoring game, 13-12. McAlester shut out the Cardinals in the entire second half to take the win. Right now, though, down by 2. Trips right. Kason Washington-Paisley puts Brandon Smith in motion. The snap, pitch over to Smith. Smith cuts it right to the 45-yard line, to the 40, up the middle, and right around the 1st down marker. I think he's going to get it. Gain of exactly 10 should move the chains, and it will.
Yeah, right there.
That'll be a pass, by the way.
Nice little shovel pass right there. And the reason why they'd like to do that is because if it hits the ground, it's an incomplete pass. And so right there, they got it going. And I want to shout out blocking on the back end. Inside receivers blocking. Running back Jordan Clark gets down the field to throw a block, and Cleveland Williamson blocking too.
On 1st down and 10, Kason Washington-Maisie throws to Brandon Smith as he makes the low catch at the 30-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6 there for the Buffaloes. They bring up 2nd down and 4 in East Central territory. McAlester looking to get the lead back.
There we go. Buffalo starting to cook now, and this is what you want to see by them. They got that 1st down. What do? They line up. They go pass the ball right down to Brandon Smith, pick up 7 yards.
Trips right. Clark on the left side of KWM. 6.5 left to go in the half. Buffalo's down by 2. East Central showing blitz. The snap, pass out quick to the left side, caught by Brandon Smith. Good move after the catch to the 10-yard line to the 5. Shook off at a defender and gets it to the end zone. Brandon Smith. TNT strikes again. And McAlester back on top. 26-22. Man, you put Brandon Smith out in space. They went to him 3 times on that drive, and each time he made defenders look silly. And the Buffaloes are up by 4. 26-22, going for the 2-point attempt here to try to get that PAT that they missed earlier. A lot of confusion right now, though. They need to break the huddle. 7 on the play clock, 6, 5. McAllister's got 2 timeouts. They break the huddle with 2 seconds, 1 second. They're not going to get this off in time. There's the snap. They're going to allow it at first. Now there's the whistle. And it's a delay of game on the Buffaloes.
Just like to point out that is typically a referee call because he's the one facing the play clock, or the back judge who's facing the play clock on the other end. And that one, none of them, neither one of them threw the flag. The line judge actually had to throw.
No one ended up throwing the flag. It didn't look like they were going to get that ball off in time at all. They're still going to be going for the 2-point attempt here. But it backs them back up to around the 7-yard line. In the pistol, Clark behind KWM. Receiver to each side, tight end to the left, and H-back to the left. Snap. Washington Mazey rolling out right, looking for a man. He has a wide open man, caught in the flat, and reaching for the end zone, not getting there. Can't tell who made that catch, though. I think it might have been Pfeiffer Mitchell, but he had, I think, Cleveland Williamson wide open in the end zone, but it was going to be a hard throw across his body. But the 2-point attempt is no good, and McAlester is leading just 26-22. 2:17 remaining in the first half. Buffaloes lead on
It's our birthday too, yeah.
This month, we're celebrating 45 years at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. That's 45 years of serving the community with the best vehicles and service. Join us for incredible anniversary deals. Come get $2,000 off our 2024 Nissan Rogues or lock in a 2.9% rate. Drive away in a 2024 Frontier for $2,500 off or lock in a rate of 3.9%. Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
So it's been a weird night so far. We've had a combined 48 points. McAlester 26, East Central 22. So McAlester gets the lead back. 6:17 remaining in the first half. It's just who can stop who right now, as Wyatt Phillips will kick this ball away. End over end kick. They'll be taken at the 15-yard line. And here we go. Salisbury with the return. The 25-yard line following his blockers. A tackle from behind around the 27-yard line. And that's where the Cardinals will set up a shop. Philip, we have a drive summary as the Buffaloes had good field position to start.
That was a 3-play, 49-yard touchdown drive. All 3 plays were pass plays to Brandon Smith from KWM, with that 29-yarder being the one that capped it off. It only took 1 minute and 6 seconds off the clock. And that is your drive summary brought to you by T&W Tires. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug and ask about the Goodyear, Michelin, and all the brands they have that will fit your budget. T&W Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
Again, McAlester showing a little bit of a press here from the secondary at first. Then they backed up last time. They'll do it again. Munninger with the running back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. First down and 10 from their own 27. Here's the snap. Munninger back to pass. Looking to the left side. Wide open man, Salisbury. Salisbury makes the catch and tackled at his hip at the 35-yard line. We'll call that a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd down and 3 on a little out route to Devontae Salisbury.
Yeah, that's where they're living, in the flats right now. And typically you want your outside backers to get out there to cover those flats if you don't have a tight end that you're directly covering or right over an H-back. And right now that's what this East Central team's doing. They're putting an H-back in the backfield, keeping those outside linebackers honest, and then quickly getting something into the flats where they know that it's going to be hard for the Buffaloes to recover on it.
2nd down and 3, Munninger, the snap, handoff. In the backfield, the Buffaloes are already there, meeting them at the 30-yard line. This is a huge loss. That's going to make it a loss of 5 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 8. The initial pressure, as I'm looking back on the screen here, again, we're just a little bit behind. Man, it was the man up the middle. That was Gavin Mason. What a play. 3rd down and 8. The snap. Munninger On third down and long, under pressure, runs out to his left, tosses left, and he has a man breaking open, but it's just a little bit overthrown, hit off the left hand of Devontae Salisbury. Broke past the secondary in the moment, but just a little bit too far. And what a throw by Munninger on the run.
Dude, on the run, little crow hop action. And if he brings that in, he might be still running as we speak.
In stride, yeah, maybe.
Like, that ball hit him in stride. Just a little too far, but great effort there by Salisbury, though, to get a paw on it and try to bring it in.
So after running the length of the field almost, Salisbury's got to come in and try to punt the ball away. He's got his hands on his hips. 4:47 remaining in quarter number 2. The Buffaloes with a narrow 4-point lead, 26-22. Neither team is led by more than a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. This punt is away. It's a short one, end over end. That will bounce at the 49-yard line, but take an East Central bounce to the McAlester 39, right between the 39 and the 38. And that's where McAlester will set up shop. In 26-22, McAlester is on top. We'd like to thank our sponsors for putting us on the air this season, which is Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, WE Alford Propane, the Bank & A, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, Fenton Nissan, Vickers Power Sports, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Vickers Furniture, KC Farm Machinery, Blackburn Plumbing, Heating and Air, First Realty, Caring Hands Healthcare, Bank First, and Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of McAlester.
Right here for McAlester. You want to see a big hitter. You just got a 3 and out, got some momentum. You want to try for a big hitter.
Here's the pass to the near side, caught by Brandon Smith. This might be it. To the 50-yard line, makes a man miss. Great ankle tackle, preventing a long play as Smith is down after a first down, past the 50-yard line to around the 48. He's been the favorite target for Case and Washington Maisie on the last drive in this one. I'm telling you, Coach Maisie, this is the reason why we gave him the nickname TNT, is because Coach Maisie called him a stick of dynamite ready to go off at any time. And so far, he's had a really good game offensively.
4 consecutive catches.
That first down catch puts McAlester at the East Central 48. Maisie rolling out right, looking for an open man, steps up. We'll try to run it now as he broke a man's ankles to the 45-yard line. Down the far sideline, he tiptoes out of bounds. Case and Washington Maisie used the right thumbstick, put on a juke move, and gets about 13 yards on the carry. Barry Sanders-esque a little bit there with the juke.
Yeah, that's a user juke move right there if you're playing CFB 25 on the PS5. And, I mean, broke his ankle, sitting down in the chair, and you could see some Buffalo players there on the replay. They were jumping up and down on that play. Good whereabouts, good football IQ. Case and Washington Maisie getting it done.
To the 37-yard line, man in motion, handoff Jordan Clark. He puts on a juke move and gets good yardage.
Coming back for a hold.
Trying to break a tackle, but he gets out to around the 31. But as Phillip mentioned, we did have a hold. Chase, were you able to see? I know it's kind of hard from your angle. There are a lot of bodies in between. Did you see who might have held on that play?
It looks like he's pointing at a wide receiver. May have been James Barr. It looked like that was the vicinity of where he was pointing.
That's going to slow momentum here for McAlester, but they've been getting chunk plays. Flag was thrown at the 35, so 10 yards from the 35. They're going to put it at the 47, though. So it's just a loss of 10 on the 10-yard penalty. First down and 20 now. Got to get to the 27-yard line if they want to extend this drive. 2 receivers each side, ball on the right hash. I believe Clark's still the running back to the left side of KWM.
Here goes the motion again.
Man in motion from the right to the left side. Rolling out left under pressure immediately. Case and Washington Maisie steps up, fires, looking for Devion Bickham. And he overthrows his man, but I think that was intentional because closing in was Arps, and we know we can do on offense. On defense is pretty dang good, too. He was closing in. If he fires to where Bickham is at, I think that's picked off.
Yeah, he put that where only his man could get to it. On the run, too, just trying to get to that out route. That corner route is exactly kind of what it's called. But on that, people call it a niner boot. Brought him across the field and then just continued to roll him and also brought the quarterback out. Good play design, though. And you just want one of those you want to hit, and that could be 6 on the board.
Second down and 20 now. Still on the East Central side of the 50. Quick pass near side caught by Brandon Smith. Has a good block by James Barr Jr. to the 40-yard line to the 35. We got another hold. And if the last one was on James Barr Jr., this one for sure is at the 45. And we're about to see second down and 30 coming up.
But we got a flag on. So
this one would have given him about 10 yards, maybe even more. But we will see second down and 30 now for McAlester with 3:43 remaining in quarter number 2.
Pushing back some more.
Not exactly 30. This is going to be second and 28.
Get you that first down.
Buffaloes have had some chunk plays, though, this game, and obviously they've had them all season long. So can they get a big play here to make this third down possibly more manageable if they get to that? Second down and 28. Pass to the far side, caught by Devion Bigham. Bigham, past one man, slips to the 45, to the 50, down the far sideline. Big play to the 30, to the 25, breaks a man's ankles, to the 10, to the 5. There's your big play. Devion Bigham takes it to the house. We do have some whistles. But as it is right now, it's a long touchdown pass from Kason Washington Maisie to Devion Bigham. Think it's going to be on the defense or once they cross the goal line in the end zone. So I think the touchdown's still going to stand. But yeah, second down and 28. Well, the ball's put at the 10-yard line as it is right now. Washington Maisie still standing at his own 49.
Not sure what the flag could be.
Chase, help us out a little bit here. What are we looking at?
Kind of with you guys. I'm not quite sure. I think it is going to be counted as a touchdown, though. Maisie is heading that way, and I think it is a touchdown.
I believe it is.
I'm not quite sure what we're looking at, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Well, I was been waiting to say this. Devion Bigham looked at second down and 28 and says, "Psh, I sleep." So that's going to be a touchdown for McAlester. They're up 32-22. Never saw what the flag was there. It came in. It's on the defense, and it will be enforced on the kickoff. So McAlester once again will be going for 2. So far they are 0 for 1 on 2-point attempts tonight on the season. They are 1 for 5, just not really doing great at going for it with a 2-point attempt. This is the first time tonight, by the way, that either team has been up by more than one score. And there's the pride of McAlester, too.
It's been a really weird game so far. And
I tell you, it's something about this field, whether you're playing them, or I think Nathan Hale also shares this field. Anytime that we have come here, there's been some crazy games. So they're going to go under center here for the 2-point attempt. Braden Bumpus the snap, running right, looking for the goal line. He stretches across, and he gets in. McAlester leads 34-22, 3:41 remaining in quarter number 2. McAlester has 2 timeouts left, East Central with 3. We will take a timeout and be back here in just a moment on KNED.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
So Chase was helping us out a little bit as it was a personal foul on the defense after the touchdown catch by Devion Bigham. It was enforced on the kickoff, so that's why McAlester, at first they were placing it at the 40. They moved the ball up now to the East Central 45-yard line. There's 3:41 remaining in the second quarter. McAlester is leading 34-22. It's the largest lead that either team has had so far in just a juggernaut offensive game to this point. Blade Smith kicking it away now for the Buffaloes. And he line drives this one across the goal line off of a man's hand and over by the track. And That'll start this drive for the Cardinals, I believe, at their own 20-yard line. So, Phillip, we have another drive summary here. So we've had a high-scoring first half.
That was a 4-play, 61-yard touchdown drive. That took 6 minutes and 58 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 55-yard touchdown pass from KWM to Devion Bickham. And stop in at TNW Tire and say hi to Gail and Doug and see their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. TNW Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
Cardinals have 3:41 on the clock and all 3 timeouts to try to get back in the end zone, but they've been scoring quickly when they have scored. Empty backfield, 5 wide. Munninger under pressure. Munninger is going to be sacked back inside the 20 at the 16.
Bringing up second down.
At the bottom of the pile, coming up with the sack. You can credit that one to Pfeiffer Mitchell at the bottom of the pile. Oh, no, I take that back. The first man there was on the left side of the line. Let's see if I can get that one right. I'm going to try to make sure I credit the young man. That was number 68, Nemo Missiontubby, with the sack.
We officially have a down marker now, boys. So it's going to be a lot easier to track what's going on.
Second down and 14 after the loss of 4 on the sack. 3 minutes left in the half. Buffaloes lead 34-22. Munninger going for the home run ball again to the far sideline, and it's overthrown. That's kind of strange there because Arps kind of jogged towards where the ball was at. I don't know if he ever saw it leave the hand of Munninger. And now we have some whistles here from the officials on the near side. I didn't see a flag come out, did you?
I didn't either.
Was the timeout called first?
I don't think the timeout was called.
McAlester is gathering with Coach Harmon on the far sideline, defensive coordinator for the Buffaloes. Now the Cardinals are making their way over to the near sideline.
Unless he's...
But there's some guys getting set up like they're about to run a play. Some are coming to the near sideline.
Got the trainers, the water people from East Central getting the water going. They think that they're about to do something. And
now McAllister's back out onto the field. Coach Jimerson is getting an explanation. I know that Chase probably couldn't tell us what this is. Yeah. So, scratch all that. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 14 for Munninger in the offense. Empty backfield, 5 wide. There's another whistle. There was a flag first. Brandon Smith did catch the ball.
And they're going to call offsides on the defense.
And they were in the neutral zone on that last snap. So it gives the Cardinals 5 yards to bring up 3rd down and 9. Still long, but more manageable, especially for the way that Munninger's been playing tonight. So 3rd down and 9 as they move it up to the 21-yard line. While still in the near hash, they've been riding empty backfield 5 wide each play this drive. 2:45 left on the clock. Here in the second quarter, McAlester leading 34-22. Munninger on 3rd and 9. The snap, quick pass left, and it's tipped and incomplete. Hung up in the air for a little while, and the safety for the Buffaloes is still about 2 feet away. But McAlester gets another 3 and out, forcing the Cardinals to punt it away. And the Buffaloes with 2 timeouts themselves. It says 3 on the scoreboard, but they used a timeout 2 plays into the game. Could have a chance to go up 3 scores here.
Yeah, don't really like to say you can put this one to bed, especially with how fast East Central can score. But a score here puts you up potentially 20 going into the half, and so after that, you really like your chances.
Salisbury gets a snap, punts it away. Floating punt that'll bounce and move sideways to the Buffalo 46-yard line. So McAlester, they have 2 minutes and 33 seconds and 54 yards to try to get another 6 on the board. It's been a wild one. I don't think we expected 56 points in the first half. Last year it was totally the opposite. We had 25 combined points in the first half last year against the East Central Cardinals. But Munninger has been delivering dots. He's going to be back next year for the Cardinals. He's just a junior. They do lose some great receivers, but Salisbury will be back. He's just a junior. And Coach Jimerson, he's a fantastic coach. Has been for years. 2 receivers to each side. Man in motion is Jordan Clark. Here's the snap, pass out over to Clark. Clark catches it in the flat to the 45-yard line. Great move to the 50-yard line, to the 45, down the far sideline, and he's tackled after a gain of exactly 10. That'll move the chains. They'll stop the clock while they move the chains. Getting into East Central territory at the 44-yard line. Again, Buffaloes leading by 12, but obviously they want more. East Central gets the ball to begin the second half.
Great play design there. Send Jordan Clark out of the backfield, throwing a bubble screen to him, and great blocking downfield. Davion Bickham, good big block downfield for him.
Handoff Jordan Clark, a little bit of trouble on the handoff as Casey Washington Maisie had to fully extend with the right arm to get it to Clark. Almost had a collision in the backfield too. That'll be a loss of 1, second down and 11. It's the first time that Clark has gone backwards on a carry since the first couple of carries of the game. We're now under 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Buffaloes have 2 timeouts to play with. Second and 11 from the East Central 45. Trips left. Washington Maisie, the snap, looking middle, steps up, tosses over the middle, caught by Bickham. Bickham gets out of bounds after he gets clobbered at the 39-yard line. Big hit by a Cardinal. And we got some pushing and shoving, and there's a flag. I can't tell what happened over on the far sideline. I think someone might have possibly thrown a punch, but I'm not sure. I just don't. It was too many people in that crowd back there. And now we're going to have a discussion here as the clock stopped with 1:26 left in the first half. Chase, I know you're a little bit closer. Did you see what happened on the sideline? I know that you're a little bit further back around the 5, but were you able to see what happened in that crowd?
Things got very crowded there at the end of the play, Brandon. I really couldn't see. I know that it's a personal foul. It's against McAlester. It was what it looks like. Oh, both sides is the call here, and they're going to be offsetting. So I didn't quite see what happened, but I know that there was a mix-up after that play was dead.
Yeah, there was some pushing and shoving. We do know that. So the foul's offset. The ball is placed at the 42, but the down marker's at the 39. And now we're going to have a stoppage.
Timeout McAlester.
Timeout McAlester. So we'll take the timeout as well. You're listening to McAlester Football here on KNED.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
So the last 2 penalties offset. Again, there are personal fouls on both teams there. Ball is placed at the 42. Again, down marker had it at the 39 at first. So it was only a gain of 3 by Davion Bickham there. And they'll have receivers on both sides, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. McAlester with 1 timeout remaining, 1:26 remaining in the first half. Buffaloes leading 34-22. Got to overcome third down, and we'll call it 8 here. Ball hanging on the right hash. KWM, the snap. Keep it all right side to the 30-yard line, 35. He stayed on his feet. We'll see what the forward progress marks him at. It's around the 36, but of course this is 4-down territory for Coach Maisie in the offense. And here comes the heavy set. 1:10 left to go in the second quarter. Wind has considerably died down as we got into the second quarter. 4th down and 2 after the forward progress. Jordan Clark at the head of this dozer package. The stands are rattling here at East Central. The snap, right side. Jordan Clark, first down and more to the 25-yard line. Still carrying defenders to the 21. And that will stop the clock while they move the chains. Buffaloes 1 timeout left, 46 seconds left in the second quarter. They're going to spam this play. Dozer package again. First down and 10 from the 21. Clark, right side again. Clark through to the 10-yard line and tackled down there. The down marker couldn't even get set in time before Jordan Clark got another 11 yards. That'll move the chains again. Jordan Clark is pumped up.
Look for him to line up and just do the same thing. Oh, they're going to catch him with 12 on the field. They're going to catch him with 12 on the field.
Someone's got to get off the field. Jordan Clark waiting the snap. They didn't get it off in time.
Nope.
Too many men on the field, unless there was a timeout first. There it was. East Central at the very last second before 12 men on the field. Great catch, Phillip. Got that timeout off. We're going to keep it right here because we don't know how long this timeout's going to be, and we don't want you guys to miss any of the action. But after 2 consecutive runs of 20-plus, that's the most animated I've seen Jordan Clark on a football field. He was pumped up after those 2 runs.
I mean, 25 yards, 11 yards back-to-back. And Coach Mazey hit him with they can't stop it, don't change it. Kind of like me when I'm playing college football on the PlayStation.
Four verticals.
Running verts, I get, when I'm in my road to glory, if they don't stop it, hey, we're doing it again. Line it and just run that no huddle.
Hey, Chase, what is your go-to play in CFB 25? Just curious. Could you hear me there?
Chase, and I'm having some mic issues, Brandon. Apologies about that.
Oh, no, you're good. Did you hear what what's your spam play on CFB 25?
Oh, man. Jet sweep pass is pretty hard for the CPU, but when you're playing online against somebody else, you got to go somewhere else. But I like the jet sweep pass.
Well, they're spamming right now the dozer package. Buffaloes do have one more timeout left, 25 seconds left. First down and goal from the 10. Snap. Pop pass over the middle. Caught. Touchdown, McAlester. Devion Pickham, have yourself a night. And what a dime from Deuce. And McAlester goes up 40-22. 20.9 seconds left in the second quarter. What can Deuce do for you? He can catch it, he can run it, and he can pass it. Wyatt Phillips on to attempt the PAT. And we do have a flag in the meantime, and we have offside, so this might change things. At first, Wyatt Phillips was setting up for the PAT, but after the offsides, Buffaloes are going to try to go for 2 again. And you know what? I don't think McAlester was going to do the pop pass if that timeout wasn't called. That timeout allowed Coach Mazey and Coach MacArthur and all them to speak in a huddle, figure out what they want to do, and you couldn't have drawn it up better if you had crayon. Buff's got to hurry, though, waiting for one man to come out onto the field, and I think that is Bickham coming in. 10 seconds to snap it. Got to move with a sense of urgency. They already had one delay of game already. Bumpus under center. 3 to snap it. There is the ball. Running right again. Ran over a man into the end zone across the goal line. Braden Bumpus delivers punishment. And McAlester is up 20, 42-22. 20 seconds left in the first half here on KNED.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to health care at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts on new Jeeps in stock, including Jeep Wranglers. Take up to $12,000 off new Wranglers or 0% for 72 months. The hot-selling Compass discounted $8,000 off or priced at $19,900. Wow! Patriot makes your next Jeep affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky credit card bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Wrangler MSRP 68190. Compass 28090.
Here's the kick from Wyatt Phillips as we're back underway. Caught at the 15-yard line. McAlester needs to get a stop here on the return. It's Salisbury making his way to the near side. Great tackle at the 20-yard line. And the Cardinals will start this drive at their own 20 with 15 seconds left and I believe 2 timeouts.
What the Cardinals elect to do.
And the East Central Cardinals do get the ball to begin the second half, but while we have a little bit of time, a drive summary, Phillip. Big time drive by the Buffaloes.
That was a 7-play, 54-yard touchdown drive that took 2 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock. The point after was good, and it was capped off with a 10-yard pop pass from junior Jordan Clark to the sophomore Devion Bickham. Come by TNW Tire and say hi to Gail and Doug as they carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands that will fit your budget. That's TNW Tire McAlester, 888-426-6571.
By the way, Trevin Simon's in on that tackle on the kickoff. 15 seconds left. Munninger, quick pass out to the left side. It's caught. 14 seconds, 11 seconds, now down to 10. Still breaking tackles. This might be a big-time play down the far sideline, and a touchdown-saving tackle along the far sideline by Devion Bickham with 5.3 seconds left. Clock will stop as he did go out of bounds. A chance for a Hail Mary here for the Cardinals on a great play on first down. Cardinals will call a timeout. They have it. We'll take a 30-second break and be back here on KNED.
The Buffaloes are the pride of McAlester. When it comes to sports, they're the winning team. And when it comes to your money, Bank First is the all-star you need on your side. We're talking big plays with full-service banking, touchdowns with convenient online and mobile banking, and overtime support with extended hours and ATMs statewide. Bank First, your money's winning team. Proud supporter of the McAlester Buffaloes. Member FDIC.
So a big play on first down gives the East Central Cardinals a chance here with 5 seconds left in the second quarter. McAlester leads 42-22. I don't know what's the record for most points scored in one half in a McAlester football game, but we have a combined 64 points between these two teams.
And we're not even at half yet.
Nope. One big play here could put another 6 on the board for the Cardinals. Empty backfield, 5 wide, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Far hash, Munninger. More than likely final play of the second quarter. McAlester in prevent mode. Munninger gets the ball. Back to pass, looking right. Quick pass over to the right. It is caught up high, but making the tackle. And I think a timeout was called with about 1 second left. I heard the alarm go off. McAlester is wanting to go to the far sideline. We'll see if they call this halftime or put a second on the clock. East Central has not moved to their locker room yet. McAlester is getting ready to do so. I thought that they were able to call a timeout with a second left because they did have one more remaining.
It looked like they called a timeout, but
Buffaloes are now making their way off the field.
Yeah, the officials are walking off too now. Well, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, the white hat has officially called it halftime.
Yep, it is halftime. So they were trying to get a few more yards before they could go with one more play. But the tackle was made at the 45-yard line, and the Buffaloes will hold a 20-point lead after a back-and-forth first 13, 14 minutes. It's still been a great half of football. If you love scoring, 42-22. McAlester leads over East Central. We'll be back in about 4 minutes here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70...
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists, They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
They say it's your birthday. It's our birthday too, yeah.
This month, we're celebrating 45 years at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. That's 45 years of serving the community with the best vehicles and service. Join us for incredible anniversary deals. Come get $2,000 off our 2024 Nissan Rogues or lock in a 2.9% rate. Drive away in a 2024 Frontier for $2,500 off or lock in a rate of 3.9%. Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Kawasaki's Ridge and Ridge XR family set the new off-road standard. Built for work and play, Ridge side-by-sides deliver versatile performance with a powerful 4-cylinder engine and premium interior features. For even more trail-taming power, the Ridge XR family offers more horsepower and versatility for rugged work or advanced play. This is peak premium performance. Shop the full Kawasaki Ridge lineup today at Vickers Power Sports, 1904 South Main, McAlester.
As we cheer on the Buffaloes for a great season, make sure your home is just as game ready with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Whether it's keeping warm during those chilly game nights or staying cool when the heat is on, we've got you covered with top-notch heating and cooling. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air today and enjoy home comfort that's always in the winning zone. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Go Buffs!
Vickers Furniture would like to thank you for voting us the Reader's Choice #1 furniture store in McAlester. At Vickers, the customer always comes first. Vickers is having a Fall into Savings event. We're offering special discounts on living room and bedroom suits all month long. Visit our website for unbeatable deals at vickers-furniture.com or come see us at 215 South 2nd Street.
Vickers Furniture. We're right here with you.
Well, at the end of the first half, I don't think anyone expected 64 combined points. The McAlester Buffaloes leading 42-22, a big-time touchdown pass from Jordan Clark to Davion Bickham. A pop pass was able to put McAlester up by 3 scores. If it wasn't for that pass, we'd be looking at a 12-point game right now because there was a 2-point conversion that ended up making this a 42-22 game. But it's been a back-and-forth game. It's been a breakout game, I think, for the East Central Cardinals. They're averaging 23.6 points per game coming into today, and they put up 22 essentially in the first quarter. They scored really quickly in quarter number 2 to be able to take an East Central lead 22-20. Since then, McAlester has put up 22 unanswered. So East Central will get the ball to begin the second half, but McAlster's wanted to keep this momentum that they have garnered over the last 6 or so minutes of game time. This is the Buffalo Halftime Show, brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Stop by Wiley's in McAlester for all of your jewelry needs. Phillip, it's 42-22. What was your thoughts on the first half?
Oh, there's a lot to dissect.
Absurdity.
I mean, yeah, it was a wild game because this Buffalo defense through 10 quarters did not allow a touchdown, gave up a touchdown last week, and then in the first drive that they had in the game defensively got dimed up, but then they were able to battle back and take that lead. And now they're starting to really settle in. Defensive backs are starting to find a way to hook onto them and not get called for PIs, not get called for defensive holds. And right now, though, East Central, they're loving hitting the ball in the flats, and that's where they're having a lot of their success. So right now, McAlester, they just kind of got to figure that out, keep winning that line of scrimmage, because once they started pushing that offensive line backwards, then Munninger started to feel a little off. You know, his throws were a little bit different. So if you can keep winning that battle line of scrimmage and let your defensive backs hook up on the back end, I like your chances defensively the rest of the way.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been tested against a passing team like this. I mean, Edison leaned on the passing play as well, but I'd say the best passing team up to this point that McAlester has played was Ada, and they didn't allow a point, and they faced a D1 athlete. I mean, I think that they have 2 D1 athletes at wide receiver for the Ada Cougars, and a quarterback that burned them. for almost 300 yards, if not over 300 yards last year. McAlester was locked down, especially in the secondary. And then today, I was trying to tell a lot of people throughout this week, the East Central Cardinals, what worries me is their passing game, just because they do bring an unknown player in Ryder Munninger, just because McAlester has not seen him before, even though he accounted for 73% of the touchdowns scored by Dewey a year ago. And they bring back a seasoned wide receiver core that caught 2,100 yards worth of passes from Connor Dunn. They're experienced. They've been here before. They know how to catch the ball. They know how to move it upfield, and they've done a great job of doing so. So let's look at the scoring of the first half, because you might be wondering, how did we get to 42-22? Well, Phillip kind of mentioned it. McAlester went 3 and out to start this game. Then a 1-yard quarterback sneak by Ryder Munninger on 4th down and goal. Then the Buffaloes, only 2 plays, a 63-yard touchdown run by Drayton Pouncil. East Central went 3 and out. McAlster's up, by the way, 7-6 at this point. 1-yard touchdown run, Jordan Clark puts McAlester up at the time, as the point after was good, was 14-6. Then 3 plays later, 15 yards, 21 yards, 24 yards. Munninger to Arps for a touchdown, 24-yard touchdown pass. That brought it to a 14-14 game as they tied it up with a 2-point attempt. Then a kickoff return for a touchdown. McAlester missed the PAT. High snap, 85-yard return by Cleveland Williamson. Then the very next play, you had a 53-yard touchdown pass from Munninger to Arps. Then East Central, after McAlester ended up going, let's see, get kind of weird here. Buffaloes ended up going 3 and out. It's 22-20 at this point after the Arps touchdown and the 2-point attempt was good. 29-yard touchdown pass, Casey Washington-Mazie to Brandon Smith. Put McAlester back up, 26-22. Then a 55-yard touchdown pass, Casey Washington-Mazie to Devion Bickham on 2nd down and 28. Said it ain't a thing. Forced the Cardinals to go 3 and out. Then a 10-yard touchdown pop pass from Jordan Clark to Devion Bickham. Put McAlester up 42-22 after the 2-point attempt was good. That is our scoring from the first half, 42-22. McAlester is leading by 20. Chase, I'll give you a sideline report real quick. What have you seen so far in the first half from the sideline view?
Well, Brandon, from the sideline, it's been a lot of surprising things. I don't think we would have expected this score at the half. Maybe McAlester to score 42. But defensively, I think the secondary getting beat so many times has been the biggest shocker for me today. Haven't really been tested too much. I know I say that. They have, 10 interceptions coming into this game?
They ended up having, 10, and they've only allowed 1 touchdown pass coming into tonight.
So this is the most attacked we've seen the secondary all season long, and it's paid off for East Central, but the defense settled in a little bit there, and they're starting to play more off instead of press like you talked about earlier in the game. But I think we're going to see more of that back coverage from the secondary, but offensively, not really a lot you're doing wrong. You just need to sew up some of those penalties that have cost you. Obviously, they scored on that long one, but what was it, 2nd and 30 before Bickham?
2nd and 28.
2nd and 28. No, you don't really have a call for that. Devion Bickham just went Super Saiyan there and took that all the way down for the touchdown.
That's right.
But I think the biggest thing defensively is that you just got to keep guys in front of you, and if they can continue to do that, I think we'll see this score grow as we go on into the latter part of the game.
The effort there was over 9,000 from Devion Bickham.
It was, yes.
So, Phillip, your difference maker in the first half.
Devion Bickham.
I think so, too.
Devion Bickham, he's got 2 touchdown passes in the first half. One, that 53-yarder. And like y'all said, his power level was over 9,000. You look at a 2nd and 28, young man catches a little out route, makes a man miss, and then just turns it on.
Think if McAlester doesn't score on that drive, what game we're looking at now? It's probably not going to be a 20-point game, obviously, because then you're going to have to punt the ball away. East Central gets the momentum. Maybe they go down and score. You're not looking at a 20-point game, but not for Devion Bickham. 2 touchdown grabs.
100%. Sorry, I was in the mid yawn, but yeah, 100%. Things get wild when you're outside of East Central.
Yeah, and it has been a wild game. Again, a combined 64 points. McAlester leading 42-22. Again, this is the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Free jewelry cleaning and inspections are recommended every 4 to 6 months to keep your jewelry looking at its best. Proper cleaning and inspection will extend this longevity of your most cherished pieces of jewelry. And it's 42-22. McAlester leads, and when we come back, we got some wild scores to report to you with our scoreboard update here on KNED.
Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry in McAlester is your full-service jewelry store. Custom jewelry, sales, repair, watch battery replacement, and now carrying Citizen watches. Looking for a memorable gift? Come to Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Don't forget, if McAlester wins, you take an extra 15% off your purchase by telling us what the score was for the game. Follow us on Facebook and call us at 918-420-9313. Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry, 1117 East Wade Watts Avenue, McAlester. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Transportation industry. Stephanie Cooper and Donovan Jackson.
The Ada Hilldale.
Welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Here at the end of the first half, there's McAllister's first touchdown run. If you're listening on radio, Drayton Pouncil took it to the house, 42-22. McAlester is up by 20. About 8 minutes left in halftime. As now we're looking at some scores from around the state. Again, this is the Wiley's Bespoke halftime show here for McAlester. And now we're going to be looking at our scoreboard update brought to you by Barlow Built Performance and Automotive. They're your full-service automotive repair shop, brake work, and heat and air repair. Plus, we do MIG and TIG welding. We're McAllister's only full-time exhaust shop. From race cars to your grandma's cars, we do it all. We sell tires and wheels. Barlow Built Performance and Automotive, 1 West Monroe Avenue in McAlester. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 918-318-0323. All right, Phillip, take it away.
First off, we have finals from last night. The Booker T. Washington Hornets took a 23-0 victory over the Bishop Kelly Comets. And so now tonight you have the Durham Lions, Edison Eagles, and the Lions are currently beating the Eagles 16-0. And the Shawnee Wolves at the half, 13. The Tigres of Coweta, nothing.
All
So
right, looking at our local teams now.
some tough battles there. Locally, you have the Holland Hall Dutch 14-7 over Eufaula at the half. The Bearcats of Antlers 26-6 over Morris at the half. Vian currently blanking Atoka 41-0. Community Christian Royals.
Didn't expect this score.
Nate, congratulations. You picked this one right. 38-6 over Colgate at the half.
All he does all day is just look at scores from around the state. I mean, come on.
True.
Brian, that's where all your money goes to. No, I'm kidding.
Next up, you have the Holdenville Wolverines. They're up 24-0 on Beggs. Shout out Wilburton. They scored 30 points in the first half to take a 30-29 lead over Spyro.
That's going to be a good game down at the very end.
So you're going to have, 24 minutes of football, and it's going to be a dogfight. The Miners of Hartshorn, 28. The Eagles of Warner, 7 at the half. Last night you had the Caddo Bruins blank the Quinton Savages 50-0. And then tonight, I don't know if it was in the first quarter or beginning of the second, Dewar scored that last touchdown, the knockout blow to go up 52-0 on the Bulldogs of Savannah. And now that I look at it, I actually somehow missed the Keota Dragons and the Canadian Cougars. Oh, there it is right there. And it is 44-6 Keota in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that one's about over as well.
So
there's your scoreboard update brought to you by Barlow Built Performance. The score in our game here in T-Town, McAlester leading 42-22 over the East Central Cardinals in a high-scoring affair. Again, we will be back with some stats from this game, and I'm sure there are some wild ones from Stats Barnett when we return. Again, this is the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. And we'll be back in about 30 seconds here on KNED.
Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry in McAlester is your full-service jewelry store. Custom jewelry, sales, repair, watch battery replacement, and now carrying Citizen watches. Looking for a memorable gift? Come to Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Don't forget, if McAlester wins, you take an extra 15% off your purchase by telling us what the score was for the game. Follow us on Facebook and call us at 918-420-9313. Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry, 1117 East Wade Watts Avenue, McAlester. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Cheer team and march.
Welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. There was a second touchdown run of the night for the McAlester Buffaloes. That one by Jordan Clark. that put McAlester up at the time. You heard it 13-6. We've had a lot of scoring since then. The Buffaloes are leading 42-22. If you're listening on radio, you heard that highlight. We have about 4 to 7 minutes left in the halftime show. Brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Stop by Wiley's in McAlester for all of your jewelry needs. Let's look at our stats. Boys, do we want to start off with McAlester or with East Central here?
Let's start off with the road team.
All right, starting off with the road team as the East Central Cardinals in one half of play. Let's look at the individual stats first. We had Dante Pegas. He ran 3 times for 3 yards. Number 6, Ryder Munninger. He had a couple of runs, but also was sacked a couple of times. He has 5 carries for 1 yard. And number 9, Orion Logan, had 5 carries for -5 yards. Lot of passing here by Ryder Munninger. Let's count up the incompletions real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good percentage-wise, though, as it looks like he was 12 for 18 for 211 yards in the first half for Ryder Munninger, and I believe 3 touchdown passes for Munninger as well. Scratch that, make that 2 touchdown passes. He had 1 touchdown run. Receiving the ball for him has been number 17, Devontae Salisbury. He had 4 catches for 26 yards. Donovan Jackson, he had 3 catches for 58 yards. Vashon Arps, he had 3 catches for 94 yards and 2 touchdown receptions. Number 9, Orion Logan, he had 2 catches for 39 yards. There were 5 penalties by the Cardinals, totaling up for, it's 35 yards, quick math. -1 rushing yards by the Cardinals so far on 13 attempts. 211 passing yards on 18 attempts. 210 first half yards. They averaged -1 yard a rush, 11.7 yards a pass to equal to 6.8 yards a play. Now going to the Buffaloes, as we had Jordan Clark. He had 10 carries for 48 yards and 2 touchdown runs. Drayton Pouncil had he had 1 touchdown run. Drayton Pouncil had 2 carries for 70 yards and a touchdown run, that big one. And Kason Washington-Mazie had 4 carries for 31 yards. Kason Washington-Mazie also only had 2 incomplete passes. 3. No, I was right. He only had 2. 10 for 12 for 180 yards. And that is 2 touchdown throws for KWM. Jordan Clark has had 1 touchdown throw for 10 yards. Devion Bickham, 4 catches for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's already more touchdowns than he's had in his career and going for another career high possibly. Brandon Smith, 6 catches. That's a career high in terms of receptions for 53 yards and a touchdown of 28 yards. And Jordan Clark had a 10-yard reception. McAlester had some penalties on him. Had 9 for 25, 30, 35, 45, 55. So far, 60 yards of penalties on the McAlester Buffaloes on 9 penalties. 149 rushing. Yeah, am I right there? No, 199 rushing yards for McAlester on 16 attempts. 140 yards passing on 13 attempts. 339 total yards, 9.3 yards a rush, 14.6 yards a pass, and 11.7 yards of play for the Buffaloes every time they snap the ball for the second consecutive game, averaging a first down. So, keys to the second half. We'll start off with Chase and then go over to Phillip here.
So kind of more of what I said earlier. I think defensively, you need to keep guys in front of you, tackle a little bit better, and just play the ball a little bit better in the air. Maybe just try not to panic. Saw a couple of guys panic when that ball went up in the air. Just kind of stow that up a little bit. And offensively, more of the same. But again, penalties, if you can just fix that a little bit, like I said, I think we'll see the score grow.
Sorry, I want to go back to before our stats. I know that you said we'll start off with the road team. I was thinking of just the opposing team when you said road. That's on my bad. Don't look at me like that. Now your keys to the game, Phillip.
I mean, offensively, you're currently up 20, but you want to see this. You want to see this lead increase because you don't know what's going to happen when East Central has the football, but we don't want them to score. But they got too many athletes across this field. They're versatile. They're very athletic. Have good football IQ. But most importantly, get out of here with the win. Try to get your 15. No injuries. But most importantly, don't do anything dumb that's going to cost you from being able to play next week when we go home to play Bishop Kelly, and possibly even in 2 weeks when we play Booker T. Washington. So just tonight, the rest of the way, keep your screws on. Like Chase said, keep some dudes in front of you, and just be smart, and let's get out of here. No injuries, and with our 15.
Again, the East Central Cardinals get the ball to begin the second half. McAlester was leading 42-22. There was your Buffalo halftime show brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Free jewelry cleaning and inspections are recommended every 4 to 6 months to keep your jewelry looking at its best. Proper cleaning and inspection will extend the longevity of your most cherished pieces of jewelry. Again, we'll come back here in about 2 minutes, and we'll be back here on KNED.
Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry in McAlester is your full-service jewelry store. Custom jewelry, sales, repair, watch battery replacement, and now carrying Citizen watches. Looking for a memorable gift? Come to Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. Don't forget, if McAlester wins, you take an extra 15% off your purchase by telling us what the score was for the game. Follow us on Facebook and call us at 918-420-9313. Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry, 1117 East Watts Avenue, McAlester. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
A duo that's perfect together. That's Blackburn Plumbing and Air and Lennox. Blackburn Plumbing and Air is your local Lennox dealer, and we're committed to making your family's home comfort our top priority. With the wide assortment of Lennox products to offer, Blackburn Plumbing and Air will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call us today at 918-423-2078 or visit us online at goblackburn.com to learn more about how you can experience expert service and care offered by Blackburn Plumbing and Air. License number 138890.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care. With locations in McAlester and Hartshorn, Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured, based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
Welcome back to the East Side Sports Complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The McAlester Buffaloes are about ready to have kickoff here, brought to you by Red Duck Tattoo Studio. For all of your custom artwork, big or small, color or black and gray, now booking for fall. Gift certificates available. Red Duck Tattoo Studio, 219 East Chickasaw Avenue, McAlester. Must be 18 years or older. This is Brandon Green, your voice of the Buffaloes, alongside Phillip Jewell Jr., Chase McNutt, sideline. Thank you for joining us for Week 6 of McAlester football, this time against the East Central Cardinals away from home. 42-22, McAlester is on top of the Cardinals in a very high-scoring second half. The second half last year saw McAlester completely dominate. Can they do the same here? Again, they were down 13-12 at halftime last year and ended up outscoring the Cardinals the rest of the way. I believe it was 29-0 in the second half. Cardinals will get the ball to begin the second half, returning it left to right. Wyatt Phillips getting ready to boot it away for McAlester as he's put his kickoff team to the right and left of him. He's making his paces again. Cardinals will return left to right across your radio dial and screen. Phillips approaches the football and boots it away, and we're back underway to begin the second half here in Tulsa. Returned to the 20-yard line. Running to his own man is, I believe that's Pegas. Excuse me, that is, yes, Dante Pegas as he gets out to the 31-yard line, and that will start this drive at the 31 for the Cardinals. And out comes Ryder Munninger, who had a first half to remember, 12 for 18, 255 yards, and 2 touchdown throws. He also had a touchdown run, a quarterback sneak up the middle. He comes out, and his running back to the left of him will be Orion Logan, I believe. But he hasn't been using a running back. Again, they had -1 rushing yards in the first half. So empty backfield, 5 wide again. Their running back is going to be put out into the slot. 3 to the left, 2 to the right, man in motion. Here's a snap, handoff over to Logan. Logan getting around the corner to the 31-yard line and takes a lick at the 32-yard line. Pfeiffer Mitchell and Will Spears in the area. Call that a gain of 1. That was a hard-fought 3 yards. Excuse me, make that a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a pass or anything like that. That was just a straight jet sweep handoff, trying to get out there to the boundary into that near side. And Buffaloes, they just weren't fooled all the way from the linebacker spot. Will Spears and
I think that was Pfeiffer that delivered the blow.
Whichever one delivered a devastating blow.
2nd down and 8, empty backfield again. They've been riding with this for the last 3 drives, I believe. Munninger gets the ball, has a clean pocket he steps up into, directing traffic, throws this one too high as he's looking for Arps. He did find a man on the sideline, and it was kind of funny. He found number 32, Adrian Vang, who caught the ball and did a little juke move while he was standing on the near sideline. That brings up 3rd down and 8. He was really close to the line of scrimmage there on that pass as well, but again, good whereabouts for Ryder Munninger to know where he was at.
Shout out to Kevin Harmon. Seeing what this East Central offense is doing, bringing Will Spears from the inside linebacker spot.
Oh, no, he did cross the line of scrimmage. Munninger threw the ball after he crossed the line of scrimmage.
And this should be a loss of down penalty.
It is a loss of down.
So it'll stay 3rd down.
So loss of 5 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 13. I was about to say good whereabouts, but I thought he was really close to the line. He did cross the line. So chance to go 3 and out here for the Buffalo defense. Secondary staying back, a little bit of space between them and the receivers. 2 receivers to each side, running back to the left side. McAlester showing blitz here with 5 for Mitchell on the right. There he comes. Here's the snap. Pass over the middle, batted at the line of scrimmage. And the Buffaloes are strong out of the gate to begin the second half. They force a Cardinal 3 and out. Took 60 seconds off the clock on that drive. And they'll get ready to punt it away to freshman Jackson McKinney.
Technically, that drive only took 53 seconds off the clock as the return was 7 seconds.
You're right.
So a really great 3 and out there. But I want to go back, though. With the looks he's being given, he's moving his inside linebacker, Will Spears, into an outside backer onto the line, rolling with 1 linebacker in the middle.
Salisbury gets his punt away. It's a high driving punt. McKinney lets it bounce at the last second as it goes past the McAlester 30 and rolls sideways to the McAlester 29. And that's where the Buffaloes are going to set up shop, trying to continue what ended up being a really solid first half. You might be telling me, well, Brandon, they scored 42 points. Was it a solid first half? Yes, it was. Kind of had a couple of drives there where they stalled out, went backwards a lot with some holds. But you can't complain, I guess, too much when you have 2 holds in 1 set of downs and you're still able to score on 2nd and 28. So out comes the Buffalo offense. Kason Washington-Mazey. Once again, only 2 incompletions in the first half, like he had last week when he went 12 for 14 for 253 and 5 tutties. He'll have a running back to his right and trips right for the Buffaloes. That is Drayton Pouncil, and we do have another offsides penalty on the Cardinals. That has been their most penalized flag so far. Has been offsides. They've been jumping on the hard count by KWM so far. Brings up 1st down and 5. I could actually hear Coach Mazey from the sideline from here say, he moved, he's offsides. So I could hear that from all the way on the other side of the gridiron. So Pouncil's on the left side of Kason Washington-Mazey. He keeps it himself to the left side. 1st down, Buffaloes to the 50, down the near sideline. He's pushed out of bounds as he had 2 men to beat to find the end zone. And that will move the chains. That 1st down brought to you by McAlester Direct Primary Care, offering 24/7 access to your provider, daily discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. Call 918-233-6522. 1st down and 10 from the East Central 44. Rolling out right is Washington-Mazey. Looks downfield and had a man in Cleveland Williamson. We do have a flag in the backfield, and this one will be coming back.
Going to be a hold on Pouncil on the block.
It's going to be holding on the offense.
But 2 plays ago, though, they're going to flash like a read option, run a backside GT counter, and Brandon Smith blocking downfield, got his hands on the steering wheel, and was taking that near side corner for a ride and was allowing KWM to follow him. Great play there downfield by the sophomore receiver, and a great play there running flashing a backside GT counter to get that hold to open up the way it did.
This is by far the most penalized game McAlester has had so far this season. They've been a very disciplined team. Last week, only 8 penalties for 60 yards in 4 quarters. That was their 10th of the night. 2 receivers to each side. 1st down and 20 for the McAlester Buffaloes on their side of the 50 now at the 46. Ball in the near hash. Snap to KWM. Long pass to the far side. And it's through the hands of Devion Bickham as he's looking for him on the screen pass. And never heard a whistle, so Bickham tried chasing after the ball, and there came the whistles. Clearly was ahead of Kason Washington-Mazey there. But we saw with an OU football game against Tennessee, you want to make sure that you don't take anything for granted.
Yeah.
Even if you think it's thrown ahead of you, you need to go grab that ball.
Or if you're going to throw a ball behind the line of scrimmage, don't short arm it to the receivers.
That one was just a little bit too high, though, for Devion Bickham. McAlester breaks the huddle with 10 to snap it. 2nd down and 20. 2 to each side. Jordan Clark, the running back, left side. There's a snap, and there's a handoff to Clark up the gut to the 50-yard line as he crashes there and gets a mean tackle onto him by number 66. With the tackle. Don't have a number 66 on the roster we were given here. And that brings up 3rd down, and we'll call it 16.
3rd down, let's make some noise.
Clock is running with 10:05 left to go in the 3rd. In the metal bleachers here will begin to rattle again. Buffaloes are going to break the huddle with trips right, ball right between the hash marks, right on the 50, right on the TPS logo.
Let's go, defense.
Case and Washington Maisie facing 3rd and 16. The snap, passing out near side, dropped. Was looking for Brandon Smith. Smith was already making the move before the ball even got to him. And the thing is, he can make that play, but that time just couldn't hang on as he was juking while the ball was coming to him. And that brings up 4th down and 16. The Buffaloes will have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, Brandon Smith makes that play right there. That's a house call. And he was in the process of putting it on, and that's one of the key things about football. You can't be running without the football, and that's just what happened. Got a little too antsy.
Looks like the Cardinals might be sending the house here. McKinney gets the ball at the 40-yard line. He will rugby-style punt it. Floats up in the air with the wind, and a great punt again inside the 10. Could be down inside the 5, and it just dies. Dies at the 5-yard line. Looked like it was going to keep on rolling. But once again, Jackson McKinney, 2 out of his 3 punts tonight, inside the 10-yard line. That's for the brand there, as Pat McAfee would say. 9:38 left to go in the 3rd quarter. McAlester is leading 42-22, and after all the offense we saw in the first half, 64 points, 2 3-and-outs. No, sorry, McAlester had a first down there. Both defenses step up to begin the second half.
Right here for the Buffalo defense would be a perfect time to draw something up, try to go get a sack. So, I mean, you're on the 5-yard line. Try to get Munninger back into the end zone. And this is the perfect time to do it right here.
Cardinals break the huddle. It's a 3-possession game. McAlester leads. As they will set up shop again just ahead of their own 5-yard line. Cardinals got a long way to go. They're going to set up in the pistol formation here. Snap, handoff up the gut, and bounces outside to the 10-yard line. Good gain. That might be one of their best gains on a run so far tonight. That's a gain of 7 after the 12-yard line. 2nd down and 3 coming up. On the carry, number 3, Dante Pegas.
First cross of the night.
Yeah, great
and
play.
That is their best run of the night.
Yeah, just a great, hard physical play there by Pegas, and was actually clogged up in the middle. Was able to use his football IQ and just bounce that one out after he's seen it. Couldn't get there. Beat it to the outside, pick up a hard 7.
Trips left, tight into the right, running back to the right is Pegas. Munninger, 10-second snap at plenty of time, gets the ball, quick pass out left side, plenty of space. Caught at the 10-yard line, down the far sideline, it's Arps that gets close to the first down marker. I think he's going to be a yard shy. No.
Right at it.
Right at the marker. That's going to be enough for the first down. Get all the way on the far side of the field away from us. Just enough to be able to move the chains. 8:45 and ticking left in the 3rd quarter. McAlester leading 42-22. East Central with the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Yeah, that was a long throw across the field, too, from Munninger over there to Arps, and that's it, just arm strength right there. Pick up the first down.
Munninger back to pass, looking right, passing right, long throw, and it's caught, but a big-time hit. Brandon Smith coming in and delivering punishment on the catch made by, I want to say that was number 12 there. That would have been Josiah Smith. It's enough for the first down. But again, Munninger letting it fly. First down, East Central.
Now, that was a long throw across the field, and he let that one up a little bit. If that ball's on a rope, Smith isn't able to hit him like that. That ball just kind of hung up in the air, though.
Snap handoff on first down, running left, and more space again to the 30-yard line, down the far sideline, and tackled out of bounds after another first down run by Dante Pegas to the 40-yard line. And the Cardinals are starting to move the ball this time for the first time tonight on the ground.
Well, they're having some success now. They're moving the football. Now they're starting to hit McAlester in the mouth getting the Buffaloes back on their heels. How does the Buffaloes respond right here? Got to try to get a turnover. Get these guys to make a mistake, get a free possession, maybe even some free points on the board.
They have had 13 turnovers this season. Haven't had one tonight so far. Munninger, the snap, quick pass out to the left side. Caught by Salisbury. Salisbury in the backfield, slung down right around the line of scrimmage as he gets back there. In on the tackle, Drayton Pouncil. No gain, 2nd down and 10 coming up. And speaking of which, McAlester, they have forced a turnover in every game this year. That so far is in jeopardy with about 20 minutes of game time left.
This Buffalo team, you're up 20, so you're not desperate for a turnover, but you want to get some of that momentum back right now that East Central has, and they're moving.
Empty backfield, trips to the far side, and now Braden Bumpus comes out to be a safety. Here's the pass to the left side, caught by Jackson. Jackson, another first down as he's able to reach out past the 50-yard line. Munninger is delivering right where it needs to be, and the trio of Donovan Jackson, Devontae Salisbury, Arps, they have been great.
Yeah, they're loving these hook routes, these curl routes, because the Buffalo defense, they know that what they can do vertical, so they're giving them a cushion, and then they're just running, pounding the drum, and sitting down on them.
Pass to the near side, caught by Jackson. Jackson past one defender, but not past the next. Gain of only one in to make the tackle. Will Spears, after he got past Brandon Smith. Gain of 2, and that brings up 2nd down and 8. Phil will have to go get that drive chart as the wind is kind of picked up over here at the East Side Sports Complex, and we had that fly. 6:45 left to go in the third quarter. 42-22, McAlester up by 20. East Central has moved to the other side of the 50-yard line. Snap, handoff, right up the cup, but there comes a McAlester Buffalo. Will Spears have mercy? Come on now. It's like the anti-Where's Waldo. He's just everywhere. That's a loss of 1, 3rd down and 9 now. Throwing into the wind a little bit. It is picked up to around 12 miles per hour steady. Gusts a little bit higher, around 15, 17.
Cardinals in the open, sir.
Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Big play here on 3rd and 9 for Munninger. Snap, quick drop, passing right. It is caught. And another first down by Donovan Jackson as he's trying to shut off a McAlester defender. It's Brandon Smith that makes the tackle out of bounds. But right now they just keep on throwing to Donovan Jackson, and he's having his way over here on the near side. It's a quick one-step drop. Look to the right. Donovan Jackson's open. Goodness gracious. They have him listed at 6'1", 190. He looks like he's 6'3", 200 pounds, and he is just an absolute bully on the outside right now for the Cardinals. First down on 3rd down and 9. That got him out to the 34-yard line of McAlester. Munninger back to pass, looking right again. Has to step up in the pocket and try running, and he's knocked sideways. Ball came out, and I think the Buffaloes are on it.
Have the football.
And there's your turnover, Phillip. Nemo Mishintebi on the pigskin. A drive that started all the way back at the East Central 5. And there's a fumble at the McAlester 31 that Nemo Mishintebi jumps right on. McAlester takes over with 5:22 left in the third quarter, leading 42-22. And it was Drayton Pouncil that knocked the ball out.
And that right there could change the complexity of this game right now. Even though you're up 20, they were getting ready to go score. They had all the momentum, and now you just swung it all. You sucked it out like a vacuum. Now this offense has got to go score.
McAlester moving right to left. Yeah. A little bit too antsy was number 24, Kyron Morgan. He stopped, and he was past the right guard and right tackle. That's going to be encroachment, not really offsides.
Such a weird word, though, like encroachment. But he did kind of make contact.
What does that mean?
I just never liked the word encroachment.
You don't use it anywhere else but football.
No, like I feel like it's a made-up rule. It's kind of like the ridiculous six when they're inventing baseball.
We're going to call it encroachment. So it's first down and 5 now from the 36-yard line. Trips right. KWM in the gun. Snap. Quick pass out right side. Caught by Devion Bigham. He's had a great night so far tonight. This time he's just running sideways. He's carrying 3 different Cardinals. He never went down. It's not a first down catch, but it is a gain of around 3 or 4, and it brings up second down and very short. So, Chase, first time we're getting to talk to you tonight. All offense in the first half so far, all defense. in the third quarter. What have you liked from the Buffaloes so far?
Well, defensively, I know that they had been driving down the field there, East Central was, but just not giving up on the play, especially you mentioned Drayton Pouncil forced that fumble. That was a huge play. I feel like McAlester, not that they didn't already have the momentum up by 20, but it really feels like now they've really can put their foot down on the throat here of East Central with this drive if they can go down and score.
2nd down and 2, trips left.
He's lined up in the neutral zone. His hand is across the ball.
Snap. Passing out right side. Caught. First down, McAlester. That's Cleveland Williamson with a great move to the East Central 45-yard line where he's tackled down there. That'll move the chains for McAlester. Their second first down of the third quarter. And Cleveland Williamson, I believe that's his first catch of the night. Getting him out to the 46 is where they're going to mark him down at. Once again, Buffaloes across the 50-yard line. 4:20 left in quarter number 3, leading 42-22.
Nice pitch and catch there. Find that soft spot where they're going to allow you to be, and that's exactly what Buffaloes were able to do. Run that hook route. Cleveland able to sit down, and now they're going to play one high pressing.
Snap, long handoff over to Jordan Clark, and watch him go to the 30-yard line, down the far sideline. Deuce is loose. Touchdown, McAlester. Jordan Clark, have yourself a night. 48-22, McAlester on top. 3:56 left in quarter number 3. Jay Bookie once again. And it'll be Wyatt Phillips trying to make this a 49-22 game. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is right down Broadway. Buffaloes fully in control now, take over after the fumble, and Jordan Clark put on a show. 49-22, 3:56 left in the third quarter on KNED.
A duo that's perfect together. That's Blackburn Plumbing and Air and Lennox. Blackburn Plumbing and Air is your local Lennox dealer, and we're committed to making your family's home comfort our top priority. With the wide assortment of Lennox products to offer, Blackburn Plumbing and Air will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call us today at 918-423-2078 or visit us online at goblackburn.com to learn more about how you can experience expert service and care offered by Blackburn Plumbing and Air. License number 138890.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
.356 remaining in the third quarter. McAlester fully in control of this one now. They have put up a 29 spot since they were down 22-20. Here's the kickoff that's fumbled in midair but caught back by Salisbury. Takes it to the near sideline, running sideways to the 25. Stays on his feet, but then taken down around the 26. And that's where this drive is going to start. Yep, since McAlester was down 22-20, 29 unanswered points. And that touchdown run by Jordan Clark. Phillip, give me a drive summary, please.
That was a 3-play, 69-yard drive. Took 1 minute, 26 seconds off the clock, capped off with a 46-yard touchdown run by Jay Boogie himself, Jordan Clark. The PAT was good. And that is your drive summary by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gell and Doug and see their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with their 24-hour road service. T&W Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
And Chase was mentioning earlier, he talked about encroachment, saying that it sounds like a made-up word. Well, Chase, you want to finish off that statement? I think we lost him for just a second there.
I heard you say my name, but it's cutting out pretty bad down here right now with this wind.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll get back to you in just a second. He was going to say all words are made up. There's a whistle before the snap, and we have a false start.
Yes, all words are made up, to quote the great Chris Hemsworth playing Thor. Pretty sure that was in Infinity War, too.
Pretty sure.
Just throwing this out there, I know Spider-Man is probably the most known superhero out of all of them. Probably some people's favorite. Thor, personally my favorite.
All right, okay.
That's a solid pick.
Solid pick for Thor. I mean, who doesn't want to look like Chris Hemsworth?
I mean, I'm more like Thor in game.
Okay. 1st and 15. Ball's placed now at the 20-yard line after the false start. Empty backfield, 5 wide. Munninger looking left, passing left, and he threw it to nobody as that was a quick pass, but Salisbury couldn't get his head around in time. I think it might have also been tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Good eye there by our video director, Nate Brown. Was able to see it and alert us that ball was actually tipped by the defensive line getting in there. And that's why they were trying to get to that out route, and that's where he was going, but that ball was tipped, and that's why the throw looked offline.
No, take that back. It was Drayton Pouncil on the outside.
Oh, okay.
Pouncil has had a really good game tonight. 2nd down and 15 now for the Cardinals. Snap, Munninger back to pass, looking left, now looking right. Immediate flag, and we have Munninger escaping 1 sack, going forward and knocked sideways at the 21. And the Buffalo defense is up with the ball, I believe. No, we just have them coming up pumped up. I mean, I saw about 3 or 4 different Buffalo defenders come up as excited as I've seen them all night.
I would just like to point out that the PA guy, again, is doing play-by-play, and he just mentioned Brock Purdy. I don't know. What is it? Oh, okay. So he was referring.
Oh, he's referring to the Perrion hit.
The Perrion hit.
Gotcha.
And mentioned Brock Purdy. Okay.
It's hard to be able to tell with the headphones on right now, but
yeah,
I'll say he's doing. I mean, I think he's doing that in the scoreboard as well. He's doing.
Yeah, he's doing an amazing
job. Great job of multitasking here. 49-22. The McAlester Buffaloes are on top of the East Central Cardinals. It wasn't a sack because he didn't get across the line of scrimmage, but it won't matter anyway. That play is wiped from existence. All that's going to stand there is a holding call. So it moves him back even further, and on the scoreboard shows 2nd down and 26 with 3:31 left in the 3rd quarter. Get an empty backfield, 5 wide for Munninger. 3 to the left, 2 to the right, and 3 on the far side of the field as the ball's in the near hash. Munninger with 2nd down and a mile has 9 to snap it. Alerting his offensive line. There's the clap and the ball. Looks right. Quick pass over the right. It's incomplete. Batted around and almost intercepted. It was off of a Cardinal hand again. Munninger, he better be playing baseball because he is firing that in there. It was off the hand of a Cardinal and almost picked off by the Buffalo secondary.
But we do still have the homecoming dance after the game.
3:09 left in quarter number 3. Clock is stopped with the incomplete pass, and we again have 3rd down in the country mile from around the 11-yard line.
Or as our PA announcer says, 3rd down and the length of Mississippi to go.
I do like that, by the way. One PA guy, he used the term hanky over at Quinton. I've used that periodically throughout, too. Empty backfield, 5 wide, 1 to snap it. Munninger's not going to get it off in time. Play clock's at 0. They're letting them roll with it. Munninger walks up, tosses it late, finds Donovan Jackson. Jackson past one man, a chance for a 1st down if he can keep on pushing it. And he's still on his feet, still breaking tackles to the 33-yard line. Not enough for a 1st down. But Donovan Jackson made something out of nothing there.
We got a Cardinal. He's down in it. There's nobody around him, so this one looks pretty bad.
Hopefully that Cardinal is fine. Again, it's over there by the 36-yard line, but it's not what you want to see him. Hopefully everything's – and we do have a bunch of people going out over to him right now. Don't know who is down now, but in best wishes for what is going on here with the injury. So we'll take an injury timeout, and we'll have an update coming for you guys after the commercial break. You're listening to McAlester Football on KNED.
The Buffaloes are the pride of McAlester. When it comes to sports, they're the winning team. And when it comes to your money, Bank First is the all-star you need on your side. We're talking big plays with full-service banking, touchdowns with convenient online and mobile banking, and overtime support with extended hours and ATMs statewide. Bank First, your money's winning team. Proud supporter of the McAlester Buffaloes. Member FDIC.
So after the play by Jackson, again, that was a gain of 22. It was Arps that was down on the ground. We'll send it over to Chase for an injury report.
Yeah, it looked like, couldn't quite tell, either left knee or left ankle. He looked in a lot of pain, but walked off on his own power, so you like to see that.
So the gain of 22 on 3rd down and 26 gives this Cardinal offense a chance here with 4th down and 4. Maybe even less than that. Pistol formation, they're loading up the line with a heavy set. Snap, handoff up the middle, a chance for a 1st down, and they get it. You got to be kidding me. What an effort there by the Cardinal offense. After what looked like it could have been a delay of game here, just a couple of plays earlier, they get a gain of 22 and then a gain of 4 on the carry to move the chains after 3rd and 26. They get the ball to their own 39-yard line, and the Cardinals offense will stay on the field with 2:15 left in quarter number 3. Buffaloes are leading 49-22 on the Cardinals, though. So plenty of breathing room, even if you want your 15 district points. And it's been 1-0 in terms of turnovers. McAlester has forced one. They have not had one themselves. Trips right. Ball favoring the left hash. Quick pass to the left out to the flat. Caught by Pegas. Pegas is blasted. Braden Bumpus, the senior captain, making the tackle in the backfield for a loss of 4. Second down and long now for the Cardinals.
Ooh.
That's one thing that we've seen from Coach Harmon's defense this year. Every single play, 100% hard-hitting Black Death defense.
And I want to point out, Braden Bumpus was playing corner on that with these different formations that this defense is getting, moving these linebackers around. He was playing corner on that.
Quick pass, Munninger out to the right side, incomplete. Looking for a streaking Josiah Smith. And it brings up third down and 13 on the scoreboard. Heard PA man say 3rd and 12 for a moment there, but it's 3rd and 13 officially.
Which could also bring a lot of the reasoning behind some of these chunk plays that they're getting in the flats, because right there I saw Pfeiffer yell into the defense to try to get back into the right alignment, because with all of the different looks they're getting, they're having to combat it with patches in different ways and things like that. So sometimes you might not get the call that you need. Just like a few series ago, Will Spears was actually looking like he was playing outside linebacker.
3 to snap it on 3rd down and 13. Munninger has the pass. He's forced out to the right, weaves back to the left. Going to try to take it and run for the first down, but he's wrapped up and sacked. Tackle on the far sideline. Couldn't quite get to who that was. We're going to wait on the replay on our end.
That was Braden Bumpus.
Thank you, sir. That's why we have a sideline reporter. Chase McNutt coming in clutch.
I love the way right there by the Buffalo defensive line to crush that backside of the pocket. And Munninger, he actually feels it, steps up, and then he realizes it's a zone sack in the back end, can't throw it, tucks it, and then Bumpus just doesn't give up on it, was able to bring him down. Nice little hip drop tackle, Braden Bumpus. But it all started with, I think that was Nemo Missiontubby, was able to break down that left tackle and get in the backfield and put the pressure right there on Munninger. Great play by the defensive backs on the back end for the zone sack. All around, phenomenal play by the entire defense.
Cardinals are going to have to take a delay of game here. The play clock restarted after it got down to 1. And it will be a delay of game on the offense. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Buffaloes are leading 49-22 again after 64. I'm sounding like a broken record here. After 64 points in the first half, we had 7 in the third quarter. Cardinals don't have to punt it away if they don't want to before the buzzer sounds, but they will. Here's the snap. And a punt by Salisbury, again floating up in the air. McKinney will let it bounce at the 40-yard line, takes an East Central bounce to the 35 and rolls to the 32, where it'll be downed at. And clock will stop with 1.3 seconds left in the third quarter, which means we have one more play for the start of the fourth. 49-22, McAllister's on top of East Central. A lot of chunk plays in this game. See if we have one more at the buzzer here in the third quarter. It's a 27-point lead for McAlester. But it has been a hard-fought 49 points for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, they're definitely going to fill this one in the morning. And it back-and-forth battle. And then to go on a 29-0 run, though, is amazing.
Yep. 29 straight for the Buffaloes. Final play of the third quarter, handoff Jordan Clark, and again, Clark's off to the far side. He might score at the buzzer in the third, down the far sideline. You gotta be kidding me. Jay Boogie, touchdown on the final play of the third quarter. 68 yards, right to the doorstep, and he knocked down the door to the house. Career night for Jordan Clark. He came into this game averaging 10.4 yards a carry. I'll tell you one thing, Stats Barnett, that thing is going up. Phillips on to attempt the PAT. Snap, hold, kick is up. It's a wobbler, but it is through, and McAlester leads 56-22. Fellas, let's head to the fourth. Put those fours up in the air, Buffalo fans. You're listening to McAlester Football on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Well, we begin the fourth quarter, and it was a walk-off of the third quarter for Jordan Clark as he had a home run. Yes, he does play baseball, too. In 1.3 seconds of game time, he took it 68 yards for a touchdown. We'll get to a drive summary here in a bit. As here's the kick from Wyatt Phillips to begin the fourth. It's caught at the 21-yard line, and making its way towards the near sideline is Salisbury, but he's wrapped down and tackled. In on the tackle, number 87, Jack Lott. And the Cardinals will start this drive right around their own 25-yard line. Philip, we have a drive summary. Really easy there from Jordan Clark for you.
One play, 68 yards, only took a second of game time, and it was capped off with that only play, 68-yarder by Jay Boogie himself, and the PAT was good. That's your drive summary by TNW Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gil and Doug and ask about their Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands that will fit your budget. TNW Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
By the way, Jake Wheaton tuning in saying thankful for Brandon Green and Phillip Jewell Jr. covering the game so we can watch back home. Great job, guys. Thank you for tuning in, Jake. We're going to try to get to as many Buffalo roll calls as we can. I know we've been able to not get all of them today as we have a handoff straight up the gut on first down and 10. Only a gain of 2 after the carry. Brings up second down and 8 for the Cardinals. 11:45 remaining in the final quarter.
Now they're just going to try to get something going up the middle, and right there the Buffaloes, they weren't letting it happen, and that's what you want. That's what the Buffaloes' bread and butter is, stopping the run.
C-Mac watching from Nashville. You got some Tennessee guys in the house. Thank you.
Yeah.
Second down and 8. Munninger, batted pass, and it went in towards the secondary. He was looking for, looks like Jackson to get on the left side. This time tipped at the line of scrimmage. McAllister's done that often tonight. Great play. By the way, we also had Derek Hatchage tuning in from the sideline. Marilyn Turvey watching from home. McAlester, retired Kai Mitchie health career teacher this year after 32 years. Go Buffs. Thank you, Marilyn, for all your hard work and dedication. That's awesome. Sorry we're getting to these a little bit late, but as you can tell, with a combined 78 points, it's been a wild night.
Scoreboard's on fire.
Here is the heavy set on third down and 8. Different quarterback in right now, and we're going to have to play a game. That's Salisbury that was back at the quarterback spot. That's been the 2 penalties that have really plagued the Cardinal team so far tonight. On offense, it's been the delay of game, and on defense, it's been offsides. And what's scary for opposing teams later on of East Central is the fact that when they clean those things up, East Central is going to be scary, I think, over the next few years.
They got a good shot.
They have a pretty good shot. And Salisbury in this wildcat formation, he's going to run it to the left to the 21-yard line. Salisbury cuts back right, cuts it back left, and he's going to be finally wrapped up. His forward progress was stopped at the 27-yard line. Never went down. It was a gain of 6-7 yards. That brings up fourth down and about 7. And we'll see if the Cardinals decide to punt the ball away here. Salisbury in on that wildcat formation. The first time that we saw someone take a snap other than Ryder Munninger tonight.
I just want to shout out right now to this Buffalo defense. After being in a dogfight, you were in a fist fight for a little bit in the first half. They have now scored 36 unanswered points, And that's exactly what you want. You can't ask for much more. And I want to point out that Vashon Arps is back in the game.
Good deal.
So good thing that it's not a serious injury.
There's a snap. And the punt away from Salisbury. That's caught by McKinney at his own 40-yard line, and he's weaving his way to the left, past the 50 to the 40 to the 35, down the far sideline. He could take this, and he's finally taken from behind at the 20-yard line. He was marked down first, I believe, at the let's see, they're going to put him at the 17. We do have a Cardinal that's down right now, though, too, along the far sideline.
Yeah, it looks like it's Brandon Thompson, number 2 here for the Cardinals.
Chase is right there. Thank you, Chase. Looks like we will probably have an injury timeout here. We'll take a little bit of a break and hope for the best for Thomas. And we'll be back on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
So it was number 2, which is once again Brandon Thompson, and he is getting helped off the field. And you hate to see that in a game that's 56-20. You hate to see it in general, but especially in a game that's 56-22. 10:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. Chase, you were down there by the sideline. What were they looking at there with Thompson?
Yeah, it looked like he might have tweaked his left ankle. It looked like that's. He is kind of walking off with some help, but to see him going off under his own power for the most part is a good sign.
And he hopped off at the field at the very end by himself, too. So, again, we saw Arps come back in, which is great news. And then we saw Thompson, again, at the very end, get off the field on his own power as well. So, after a great return by Jackson McKinney, McAlester gets into the red zone. That's the Pops Kettle Corn red zone, 2714 North Main Street, McAlester. Call 918-404-5630 for quotes. As McAlester brings that onto the field, Casey Washington Maisie. I believe that's Drayton Pouncil to the left of him. 2 receivers right, and I think 1 to the left. Here's the snap, handoff up the middle. Drayton Pouncil already with 1 touchdown tonight, still on his feet, getting to around the 10. That's a gain of 8 for the Buffaloes. So 10:08 and ticking left in the game. The Buffaloes up big, 56-22 on the Cardinals.
A little inside power right there. And I mean,
yeah, they have a tight end right now on the right side of the line.
Going with 11 personnel.
Excuse me, left side of the line.
Tight end putting his hand down.
Snap, hand off. Drayton Pouncil sweeping right, bounces it outside to the 5-yard line, and he will stroll into the end zone. Drayton Pouncil, his second touchdown run of the night. And McAlester, after not scoring 60-plus in the last 2 seasons, well, almost 2 seasons complete when you're looking at back in time, they have put up 60-plus points in 2 consecutive games. Like I said, it was October 7th of 2022, before last week, that McAlester scored 60-plus. They've done it twice in 2 weeks. That's incredible. Snap is good, hold is good. Wyatt Phillips will drive this one through the uprights, and it's 63-22. It's all McAlester now. 43 unanswered points since being down 22-20. 9:46 left in the game. You're listening to Buffalo Football on KNED.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted number 1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So McAlester has put up 63 points, 43 unanswered on the East Central Cardinals. 9:46 remaining in the game, and Wyatt Phillips will get ready to kick this one away as it's a 41-point lead for the Buffaloes. Here's the kick, end over end. That'll be taken at the 25-yard line, dropped, and still bobbling around and finally getting on top of it at the 21-yard line. No return by the Cardinals. In fact, they lost about 2 or 3 yards since making contact with that ball. So, Phillip, we have another drive summary. McAlester just keeps on going down the field.
That was a two-play, 18-yard touchdown drive that took 37 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 10-yard touchdown run by senior Drayton Pouncil. The point after was successful. And that is your drive summary by TNW Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug and see their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with their 24-hour road service. That's TNW Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
And also, McAlester starting defense stays on the field. 63-22. You know, this is the first time that anybody has put up over 41 points on the Cardinals this year, by the way. 41 was their season high that they gave up coming in tonight. 9:41 left in the game. Here's a snap. Handoff to see who gets up from that pile as they get it to the 27-yard line. But we do have a flag, and it looks like this is going to be holding coming back for the Cardinals. On the carry, it was number 3, Dante Pegas. So the clock stops at 9:36. This thing was a back-and-forth game the entire first quarter. And everything you can do, I can do better. Then all of a sudden, McAlester said enough when they went down 22-20. It's been 43 unanswered.
Like a lightning bolt of electricity went through this program, and that's what you want to see, especially with BK coming to your house next week on a short week.
Right. Munninger, after the holding call, first down and 20, going for the deep ball to the near sideline. First time we've seen it since. It's tipped around and almost intercepted. That was almost a circus catch by Brandon Smith with the interception. That's one thing that I'm surprised we really haven't seen since Arps beat a couple of McAlester defenders in the first half. That's their first deep shot that they've taken since the second quarter.
Yeah, and I mean, they have been going around with these sit routes, these out routes into the flat. But, I mean, you did, like you said, Brandon, beat Brandon in the first quarter, and then they didn't go back to it, and that's the first one. And kind of crazy as to why you would go away from something that worked and put points on the board.
McAlester has not been pressing as much. They've been dropping back in coverage, but still not really a lot of deep shots since then. Munninger back to pass. Once again, looking over the middle, has to step up, and he'll try to run it. Up the gut. Good spin move to the 20-yard line, and he gets about 9 to 10 yards back of those 10 yards they lost on the hold. So it brings up third down and 10. 9 minutes left in the game. Munninger has had, I believe, I know he had 5 touchdown throws against Nathan Hale, but against the quality of opponent that you're seeing tonight in the Buffalo defense that's only giving up 10 points a game this year and only 1 passing touchdown through 5 games, this has got to be a career night for Ryder Munninger.
I mean, the gunslinger.
Trips left, Munninger. McAlester showing blitz. Here it comes. No, now they drop back in coverage. Here's the pass left side. Intercepted! To the near sideline, out of bounds. That's Washington Macy. KWM with the interception. And the Buffaloes force their second turnover of the night. And they, once again, I believe they picked off a pass in every game this season.
We will say that number.
And we have a sideline warning. McAllister's going to take over on the outskirts of the red zone at the 24-yard line. And we have a new offense on the field. So Drayton Pouncil still going to be the running back. He's had 2 touchdown runs so far tonight. In at quarterback, we got number 12, Gavin Brumley, on the season, 5 for 7, 72 yards, and a touchdown pass. Also has 2 carries for 9 yards. Jason Washington Mazy with the pick. McAllister's 11th of the season. Snap handoff, Drayton Pouncil. Bounces off one defender, sheds off another one. Now goes up the gut for positive yards and reaches his way to the red zone. At the 20-yard line, gain of 4. Second down and 6 coming up. That's the Pop Scuttlecorn red zone. In Old Town, 2714 North Main Street, McAlester. Perfect for weddings, graduations, baby showers, birthdays, and all other special occasions. Gluten-free, keto-friendly. 918-404-5630 for quotes. A veteran-owned business. Under 8 minutes left to go in the game. McAlester going to take this one handily. 63-22. Some of the backups into the game for McAlester. Snap rolling out left is Brumley. Brumley looking downfield, tossing for the end zone, and we got a trip here, not on East Central. We just had a receiver lose his footing, and it brings up third down and 6.
Now they're trying to work QB boot backside.
He's looking for Trevin Simons.
And trying to get that corner route going, and Don't know if they got feet tangled up or if a turf monster possibly got up in there, but either way, incomplete pass by the Buffaloes brings up about third and manageable.
Clock stops with 7:45 left in the game. I don't know the last time McAlester put up 70 or if they've ever put up 70 under Coach Mays' tenure. But if they score a touchdown, put up a PAT, they would do that, obviously. Got to beat 3rd down and 6 right now. Snap. Handoff right side. It's Cash Tidwell to the 15-yard line. Close to the first down. I think it's going to be a yard shy based on where they're marking him right now. He needs half a yard, really, is what they need. So it brings a 4th down and inches after the carry by Cash Tidwell. Rodney Washington comes out to the field. And McAllister's going to be going for it here on 4th down and half a yard. Can I can hear Coach Mazey from here? He's all the way on the other side of the field. They got 10 to snap it. Tidwell still on the left side of Brumley. 4th down and inches. Ball in the right hash, 2 receivers left. They're loading up the line. 1 to snap it. They're not going to get it off in time. And Coach Mazey calls a timeout. 6:57 left in the game. McAlester up 63-22. We'll take a break and be back here on KNED.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
So 4th down and inches. Coach Mazey calls a timeout. I believe he has 2 more left in the second half. But McAllister's up well enough, 63-22, 6:57 left in the game. They had the ball at the East Central 15-yard line, needing just 2 feet. Loading up the line, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Rodney Washington comes in motion. Here's a snap, handoff. Cash Tidwell's got the first down, and he's tackled down at the 12-yard line. Good push by the East Central defensive line, but even better by the McAlester offensive line. Looked like a GT counter there, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to come right backside at it.
That's what it looked like at first.
They're going to.
Sure enough.
Yeah, they're going to pull.
Just a guard?
They're going to guard pull, but they pulled that double guard pull right there on the backside counter. So, beautiful read right there. Beautiful play design. Not something you see very typical.
They pitch it over to Rodney Washington. This will be a pass as he's sweeping left to the 10-yard line to the 5, and he's close to the pylon. And he is down just shy of the goal line. Got it out to the 2. McAlester 6 feet away from putting up another 6 on the board. By the way, that first down was brought to you by McAlester Direct Primary Care. Call 918-233-6522. In 1st down and goal now from the 2-yard line on the little pitch pass from Gavin Brumley to Rodney Washington in motion. Tidwell comes to the left side of Gavin Brumley. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap, handoff, Tidwell. Keeper, no. Gavin Brumley left side, and he's not going to get into the end zone. Instead, he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. Good fake, though. Did not fake out the East Central defense. 2nd down and goal. In fact, might have lost a yard.
You know it's a good fake on a read option when you fake out the play-by-play man for a minute.
I was having the binoculars on. I was making sure that I didn't miss who this ball was going to, and sure enough, I did. Gavin Brumley kept the ball. That's his 3rd carry of the year.
Faked our videographer, Nate Brown, out, as he told me.
2 receivers to the short side of the field, ball in the left hash. Brumley hands it off. Tidwell right side, lowers his shoulder, reaching for the goal line, and he gets in. Cash money, Cash Tidwell makes it 69-22, 5:35 left in the game. And McAlester 1 PAT away from making this a 70-point performance. Again, the holder, he's been the holder all night long, Grant Mullins. We had a couple of problems on the snap to him, but since then been pretty solid. Snap, hold, Kick is on the way, and it is a beaut. McAlester has put up 70 tonight on the East Central Cardinals. 5:35 left in the game. 70-22 is our score here on KNED.
They say it's your birthday. It's our birthday too, yeah.
This month, we're celebrating 45 years at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. That's 45 years of serving the community with the best vehicles and service. Join us for incredible anniversary deals. Come get $2,000 off our 2024 Nissan Rogues or lock in a 2.9% rate. Drive away in a 2024 Frontier for $2,500 off or lock in a rate of 3.9%. Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Kawasaki's Ridge and Ridge XR family set the new off-road standard, built for work and play. Ridge side-by-sides deliver versatile performance with a powerful 4-cylinder engine and premium interior features. For even more trail-taming power, the Ridge XR family offers more horsepower and versatility for rugged work or advanced play. This is peak premium performance. Shop the full Kawasaki Ridge lineup today at Vickers Power Sports, 1904 South Main, McAlester.
Welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. The McAlester Buffaloes up big 70-22. We have some fun facts for you coming up. As here's the kick from Wyatt Phillips to the Cardinals, taking at the 20-yard line. They'll make its way towards the 30-yard line. It breaks free to the 35 before he's tripped up at the 37 on the return. We'll have a drive summary from Phillip first, and then we'll go down to Chase McNutt here in just a moment. But Phillip, we have a drive summary. Another one. DJ Khaled.
That was a 7-play, 24-yard touchdown drive that took 2 minutes and 49 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 4-yard touchdown run by Cash Tidwell. The point after was successful. That's your drive summary by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug, as they carry Goodyear, Michelin tires, and all kinds of other brands that will fit your budget. That's T&W Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
And Chase McNutt did some digging. Chase, you've got a fun fact for us for McAlester 70 points.
I did. This is the most Forrest Macy's tenure, surpassing the 68 they scored against the same exact team 2 years ago. In fact, they've scored 63 times, all against Tulsa East Central.
Oh, wow. I did not know that last fun fact. But, yeah, 70 points, the most under Coach Macy during his tenure. Snap handoff to the left side. Great tackle made around the line of scrimmage. Gain of only 2. And up with the tackle, I want to say that was Trevin Simons. Man, he's been impressing me. That's a gain of only 2. 5:15 left to go in the game. McAllister's up 70-22.
That was actually
down at 8. Sorry.
That was actually number 14, Santiago Monreal, with that tackle. As Nate Brown was able to
he's
see
impressed me too, man. Simons was in the area. I guess that's why I saw that. But again, on the replay, we were able to see that was Santiago Monreal. He's been multi-week scout team player of the week, and he showed off again there with that good time tackle. So here's another big time tackle around the 40-yard line. This time coming from Cash Tidwell, who made the last touchdown run for McAlester. Gain of only 1 brings up 3rd down and 7.
Beautiful play right there. Cash Tidwell coming from that safety position, snuffed it out. Santiago Monreal gets kicked out on the block, and he just rolls right downhill, was able to get where Santiago would have been. And that's exactly what you want. If one guy gets kicked out, next man up, fill that gap, lay a vicious hit.
So 3rd down and 7. Ryder Munninger, still a quarterback here, standing at his own 35-yard line with the ball put smack dab at the 40. On the near hash, loading up the line, 6 to snap it with about 4 minutes left in the game. Munninger claps, gets the ball, looked to hand it off, went the wrong way, now passing for a wide open man, and he caught it! Donovan Jackson down the near sideline. He's going to take this one to the crib. And that breaks 50 straight points that McAlester scored on the Cardinals. What a catch made by number 15, Donovan Jackson. And you can't hear the PA man, he said, and I quote, "That kid built like DK Metcalf. I swear to God he is." And that was a big-time catch. I mean, he reached out as far as he could go, grabbed it with his fingertips, and Donovan Jackson, speaking of career nights that we have from Jordan Clark and Devion Bickham, Donovan Jackson showing out here for the Cardinals. That long touchdown on 3rd down makes it 70-28, breaks that 50 straight points that McAlester has put on the board. And we're a 2-point conversion away from having 100 combined points. Here's the 2-point attempt. In the pistol, Munninger, snap, hands off left, tackle made around the line of scrimmage, maybe even for a loss. Up with the tackle, first man there is Zane Owens. And that'll keep our score at 70-28, 3:57 left in the game. We'll take another break and be back here on KNED.
As we cheer on the Buffaloes for a great season, make sure your home is just as game ready with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Whether it's keeping warm during those chilly game nights or staying cool when the heat is on, we've got you covered with top-notch heating and cooling. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air today and enjoy home comfort that's always in the winning zone. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Go Buffs!
Vickers Furniture would like to thank you for voting us the Reader's Choice #1 furniture store in McAlester. At Vickers, the customer always comes first. Vickers is having a Fall into Savings event. We're offering special discounts on living room and bedroom suits all month long. Visit our website for unbeatable deals at vickers-furniture.com or come see us at 215 South 2nd Street.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
We have 98 points of game on the wall, 98 points of game as it's 70-28. McAlester is on top of the East Central Cardinals. 3:57 left in the game. We already had some fun facts. 70 the most points that McAlester has scored under head coach Forrest Mazie, that coming from Chase McNutt on the sideline. I got to see what is the most combined points that we've seen in the game for McAlester. We're going to have to go back in time for that. We're going to do some research. You might see the more you know tweet coming out over the next week. Here's the kick. And we're waiting for the return from the Buffaloes. And Cash Tidwell, I believe, has the ball at his own 15-yard line, taking it to the near sideline. Grabbed by the face mask. Now slung out of bounds around the 33. Didn't see a flag come out, but again, it's over here on the near sideline where I don't think we ever saw the flag.
No, they didn't throw one, but my God.
It looks like he was grabbed around the face mask area. But either way, McAlster's going to start this drive right around the 32-33. And Phillip, that was the first touchdown that the Cardinals have scored since early in the second quarter when they went up on the Buffaloes 22-20. What is the drive summary for the Cardinals here? It was a 3-play drive.
3 plays, 63 yards, took 1 minute and 33 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 60-yard touchdown pass from Munninger to Jackson. The point after was unsuccessful. And that is your drive summary by T&W Tire. Stop in and say hi to Gail and Doug and ask their technicians about their brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with their 24-hour road service. T&W Tire McAlester, 918-426-6571.
New quarterback in for the Buffaloes. It's number 19, Brody Parker. He's thrown one pass, completed that pass for 6 yards. Also has had 2 carries on the year. Looks like he's going to ride out the final 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Buffaloes lead 70-28.
Brandon, East Central has a guy that's still down, has not moved, face down on the turf over on their sideline. Deegan Dotson absolutely planted him into the ground. And he is up now. Looks like, I think that's 32.
33. I think it's 33. Glad that was Marion McFalls. He is up.
That was a violent hit.
Yeah, he is up, and he is moving his way towards the trainer table. We've had some hard-hitting football on both sides. Both teams have wanted this one bad, and here's the snap. Keeper by Brody Parker past the 35-yard line, tackle down around the 37 after a gain of about 3 or 4. Good catch by Chase McNutt because I did not see, because it's over there amongst the near side where it's a crowd of East Central players. It is great to see McFalls. He is up and he's over there, like I said, on the training table. Got himself over to the training table. Didn't need any help, but of course he walked over there a little gingerly. So again, hoping for the best and not too serious of an injury there from McFalls. 2nd down and 7 on the way for the Buffaloes from their own 37-yard line, moving left to right. 3:15 left in the game. Here's a little toss out to the left side. It is trying to get a number here to the 40-yard line to the 43. First down for the Buffaloes out to the 45-yard line.
That was Jackson McKinney for you.
So Jackson McKinney out of the running back spot there. Jackson McKinney with a hard-nosed carry. That's his first carry of the season. He's thrown 2 passes for a combined 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. There's his first run as a McAlester Buffalo outside of just kick returns.
I mean, they're just Strong toss to the boundary. Get it over there and let the running back work in space, and that's all it was. Try to go one-on-one, and beautiful play right there. Good play design.
Now Tidwell is in the game at running back left side of Parker. Parker gets a snap, handoff Tidwell. Up the middle, not much going on there. May not have gone back to the line of scrimmage. Lucky if he did. Looks like his forward progress was able to get him to the 45, which would be a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. Final 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Again, we encourage you to stick around for the Buffalo postgame show. The interview with Coach Mazey will be on the video stream. The rest of it will be on radio only, KNED, 98.3 FM, 1150 AM, or on the KNED app. 2nd down and 9 officially. Snap, pass out left side, caught by Simons, I believe, to the 45-yard line, to the 50, pushed out of bounds right around that area. Brings up 3rd down to manageable as the clock will continue to run. By the way, we did have Jonathan Herrick. He was listening from Hartshorn. Miners got the win over Warner, 48-19. You can learn more about that score and more from the area and around the district in our Buffalo postgame show with our scoreboard update a little bit later on. A minute 40 remaining in the game. Buffalo's going to take this one easy, 70-28, but they're facing a 3rd down and about 5. Speaking of Dotson, I believe he's on the left side of Parker. Trips right. Snap is low. Parker has to pick it back up and try to make something work with his legs, which he does so. To the 1st down marker, he goes past it to the 45, still on his feet, down around the 41. A broken play on a low snap, and Brody Parker still be able to making it work with the wheels. Clock stops with 1:15 left in the game while they move the chains. Officially got to the 40-yard line. And, of course, McAlester in no hurry here, just waiting for the time to roll off the clock. In fact, I think that they might run one more play and call this game over. Let's see what that final play of the game might be. Trips right from the East Central 40. Keeper by Parker on the option. He's able to get to the 41, which is in the backfield. A loss of 1. And we will have to snap it one more time. That play was not long enough, so there's a 4-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. One more snap will do it for the Buffaloes in what was a heart-pumping first 14 minutes turned into a dominating victory for the McAlester Buffaloes. McAllister's making their way to the far sideline. Looks like they're not going to take a snap here, which, according to the play clock, they need to. 5 seconds on the play clock. Everyone's lining up along the 50-yard line. They're just going to call this game. So our final score tonight, the McAlester Buffaloes take the 70-28 win over the East Central Cardinals. A game in which they were down at one point, 22-20. At one point, scored 50 unanswered before East Central scored the final touchdown of the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. The McAlester Buffaloes improved to 5-1 on the season and a perfect 3-0 in district play. About to get to a pretty heavy next 3 or 4 weeks of the season. Bishop Kelly next week, Booker T the week after. Then you welcome the Durant Lions, and then go to Shawnee. That is what the schedule looks like from here on out. McAlester wins this one, though, 70-28, and we'll have some postgame thoughts from head coach Forrest Mazey when we return. Again, 70-28, Buffaloes win here on KNED.
Vickers Furniture would like to thank you for voting us the Reader's Choice #1 furniture store in McAlester. At Vickers, the customer always comes first. Vickers is having a fall into savings event. We're offering special discounts on living room and bedroom suits all month long. Visit our website for unbeatable deals at vickers-furniture.com or come see us at 215 South 2nd Street.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Some zero-turn riding lawnmowers concentrate on performance. Others stay focused on comfort. But whoever said it's an either-or situation? With Gravely, you get plenty of both. And the ProTurn 300 is a perfect example. This newly designed mower is loaded with innovative features and is designed to keep the operator mowing comfortably from dawn to dusk. The Gravely ProTurn 300, the right balance of comfort and performance. Available at KC Farm Machinery, right across from the McAlester Union Stockyards.
A duo that's perfect together. That's Blackburn Plumbing and Air and Lennox. Blackburn Plumbing and Air is your local Lennox dealer, and we're committed to making your family's home comfort our top priority. With the wide assortment of Lennox products to offer, Blackburn Plumbing and Air will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call us today at 918-423-2078 or visit us online at goblackburn.com to learn more about how you can experience expert service and care offered by Blackburn Plumbing and Air. License number 138890.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts on new Jeeps in stock, including Jeep Wranglers. Take up to $12,000 off new Wranglers or 0% for 72 months. The hot-selling Compass discounted $8,000 off or priced at $19,900. Wow! Patriot makes your next Jeep affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky credit card bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Wrangler MSRP 68190. Compass 28090.
The Buffaloes are the pride of McAlester. When it comes to sports, they're the winning team. And when it comes to your money, Bank First is the all-star you need on your side. We're talking big plays with full-service banking, touchdowns with convenient online and mobile banking, and overtime support with extended hours and ATMs statewide. Bank First, your money's winning team. Proud supporter of the McAlester Buffaloes. Member FDIC.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Well, it's over in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The McAlester Buffaloes win it 70-28 over the East Central Cardinals after what was a scary first 14-15 minutes, going down 22-20. They ended up scoring 50 straight points on their way to a 70-28 victory over the East Central Cardinals. This is the Buffalo Postgame Show presented by McAlester Direct Primary Care, offering 24/7 access to your provider. Call 918-233-6522. Let's send it down to the turf for Phillip Jewell Jr. with head coach Forrest Mazie and his postgame thoughts.
First off, Coach, great game tonight. What are your thoughts on the win?
Sloppy first quarter. I swear I'm cursed here. Haven't played well, even with Poto. We didn't play well when we played hell here. But, overall, pretty good execution. They were packing the box, making us throw it some. Then we softened them up with some formation things. So, we got what we wanted. They've had some really good move-ins, done a good job schematically with us, and hit us in some soft spots that, we need to get exposed on a little bit before we play somebody coming up. So, overall, I thought the coaches did a great job of adjusting, and the kids did a great job of responding in the second half.
Yes, sir. Coach, what are your thoughts next week, Bishop Kelly, on a short week?
Yeah, it was just.
I think we just lost Phillip there.
Going to be important.
There we go.
It's just going to be, one practice at a time, one rep at a time, and everything counts. I'm talking, every rep's going to matter, practice and everything.
Yes, sir. Coach, God bless. I look forward to seeing you next week. All right, Brandon, back to you.
All right, thank you, sir. I think that's all we're going to have here as McAlester is starting to make their way towards the far side of the field. Don't know if we're going to have any coach or players interviews. Probably not, Phillip. I think that he's sending it back to me unless he can find anybody right around. I don't think we're going to get one today. That's okay, though. Again, this will be the first time that we've been able to get a player interview on the road, but it was a big-time game. 70-28 was the final score as McAlester wins this one. And the most points that they have scored under Coach Mazey. So that's their most points scored in at least the last 6 years. So as we look at the McAlester Buffaloes, they go to 5-1 on the year. They're now a perfect 3-0 in district play, but there are some things that are bigger than football, and we didn't have a time to be able to mention this during the broadcast because there was 98 combined points. But we do want to mention this is over here at East Central, there's a football player that plays for East Central, Tayshawn Nelson. He's an East Central high school football player. He was admitted to the pediatric intensive care unit back on August 27 after suffering a heat stroke. Again, he's a junior for this football team. He ended up having some big-time complications with the heat stroke, and I think that he had, I believe that there was problems with his kidney or his liver, and he ended up, both were failing. So he is now in the, I believe, the NICU. And the latest update that we have, if Nate, you were able to read a lot on it, but we wanted to make sure that we got all the information that we could out to our listeners tonight because we want to be able to help out this this young man who's fighting for his life right now, Tayshawn Nelson. Again, there's a GoFundMe that is linked into our description if you want to help him out and help out his family during this trying time. As, again, they're falling behind on bills, needing more help in his continued recovery. If you want to be able to do so, again, the GoFundMe is in our description. We encourage you to check it out if you feel, if you're able to and you feel moved to do so. Again, we felt like we wanted to go ahead and mention that, so that's what we're going to do to finish off our video stream. So, again, that is in our bio, in our description, or in our description on our YouTube video, so make sure that you go check that out. Like I said, if you're able to and you feel moved to do so. Again, the final score here tonight is 70-28. You are listening to the Buffalo Postgame Show presented by McAlester Direct Primary Care, offering 24/7 access to your provider. Call 918-233-6522.